Hello, everybody. Why do I feel like something's wrong? Hi. Look, it's the shirt. Before I forget, remind me to talk about the shirt. I always forget to talk about things, but this was the shirt. My God, what has happened? I went riding a motorcycle. I was practicing for my test, and I guess the strap killed my beard. My beard was so perfectly groomed, and the motorcycle helmet and strap has just rifled my whole beard up. That's it. Live stream's canceled. I can't do it with my beard like this. That's insane. No, it's fine. It's just a little disheveled. But this is the shirt I was telling people about a couple weeks ago where I was like, I have a shirt I never remember to wear that has everybody. And it's honestly a really cool shirt. The colors and everything, there's a lot going on. Now, I honestly thought, I'm trying to look right now. I thought Essik was on it, but I guess he's not. For some reason, I thought in my head, we got Frumpkin, Jester. Who's this? I can't. Is it Bo? Oh, it's Bo. I couldn't see. It's like so weird looking to me. Yasha. Who's that? Yasha, not. Ford, Caleb, and Caduceus. Who am I missing? Is that Veth? Who is this? Or is that Is that Molly or Caduceus? Or I don't know who that is. I've never really looked at the shirt, and I think I've looked at it. Matt is in the middle. Oh, you have told me that. That's right. Someone did tell me that. I was gonna say, I'm like, I feel like I've done this before, and I don't remember if it was at the time somebody I didn't know yet or a spoiler. It's Matt. Okay, got it. My bad. So there's the shirt. But I honestly wore it. I'm not kidding you. I wore it because I thought in my head, I'm like, I think Essex on that shirt. So I just put it on real quick without even really looking. And I was wrong. But it obviously, you see that in the art that Tealbird made is Essek. So I thought Essek would be a good guy to put on the shirt, but whatever. It's not important. We're almost to 25 likes. How is everybody doing? We are at 17 or 18. We're at 18. Let me put on my second account. I just posted it. As you guys see, we just posted it like an hour ago. So we're almost to 20. We're almost to 50 pretty quickly. But let me reload it so we don't lose. I don't know if anyone goes back and looks. Out of curiosity, I just go back and look because I'm curious how YouTube works. And last week, I think we hit like 55 likes. I went yesterday or the day before and checked, and it was down to 42 or 43. So somehow, and mind you, we would have accumulated more likes over the course of the week because a lot of people don't watch live. A lot of people will watch later on. But we lost like 15 to 20 likes over the course of the week. So I think YouTube is becoming slick and knowing when people have backup accounts and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. We're still doing the 50 likes. But for the sake of YouTube figuring it out, if you're doing multiple accounts, I recommend that you space it out more. Like right now, I reloaded YouTube and I'll wait 5 minutes and then I'll sign in from another account. I usually wait like 5 minutes minimum. I feel like 5 minutes is a good number, but just letting you all know that YouTube is definitely getting better at figuring it out because that never happened before. And it looks like it's going in and detecting all the multiple accounts and deleting them as actual likes. I have an energy drink. So like the video, we're going to make a drink. I'm going to pour a shot. Jesse and Robbie just left. Like the reason I'm late is I was going to jump on. I was pretty much ready to go by 5:45, but Jesse was like, me and Robbie are going to a concert at PNC Art Center. If you're familiar with New Jersey, that is where the majority of the concerts around here are, PNC Art Center. And it's like right off the parkway. But she was like, yeah, we're leaving. We're not going to be back till like 11 o'clock. They went to see Chris Jensen, who I'm sure I heard of songs he's written, but the name doesn't ring a bell. I know he's country or something like that, but I didn't ring a bell. And they said he is opening for Bret Michaels and somebody else. And they were like, it's crazy because we're going for Chris Jensen. And at this point, Chris Jensen is supposedly way more famous than Bret Michaels and this other person. So they're like, we bought tickets for Bret Michaels to see Chris Jensen. And after Chris Jensen opens, we're leaving because we don't want to see Bret Michaels. I was like, why don't you just watch Bret Michaels? It's free. You already paid for Chris Jensen. You're there. You might as well hang out. But she's like 10 years younger than me. And her boyfriend, is like 8 years younger than her. So I'm like almost 20. He just turned 30 and I'm about to turn 43. So I'm 13 years older than him and I'm about 8 years older than Jesse, I guess. 7 or 8 years older than Jesse. But they were like, I'm like, Bret Michaels was poisoned, stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, who am I talking to? They weren't even like alive, or at least he wasn't even alive when Poison was like big. So I was like, all right, I'm going to stop talking before I age myself further. I'm going to take a swig of this water. I'm going to add that energy drink to this because I need some power. And then I'm going to shout everybody out. Sorry I'm talking so much. I have a lot to say about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Jay, you missed 2 trailer reactions. 3 if you include Sonic. Michael, is it Sonic the Hedgehog Part 3? Or is it a movie about the Sonic fast food restaurant franchise and Michael Keaton is going to play the owner just like he did in Founder? I don't think I drank a lot of water today, and it felt so good. You ever not drink for a while, and then you drink something so ice cold you can almost feel it going through your body? Like I feel it right now, like moving down, and I feel like it's in my arms. I know that's not how it probably works, but I feel like it just went through my entire body, and it was delicious. All right, everybody. I'm going to go on the other account now. I think enough time has went by. It had to be like about 5 minutes. I didn't look at the clock, but it's probably about 5 minutes. My secondary account, jumping in, liking the video. What? What is that about? I don't know why, but this is way behind. Oh, I went to episode 131, the YouTube video. I'm like, what is going on right here? All right, there we go. We're in. We're at 22 likes, everybody. When we hit halfway, we'll start. Oh, well, shit, we're getting there quicker than I thought, so maybe we won't. Let's pour this drink in here. Jay's going to stop procrastinating. Is Neil here? My good friend Neil? I had to tell Neil something. Nothing important, but like I figured if he's in here. Neil, if you're in here, call my name. All right. Yeah, before I shout everybody out, the reason I'm so hyper is I have to take my motorcycle test in 2 weeks. Those of you who remember, last summer, I took the written test. I got everything done. I got my permit. But by the time I got everything done, it was winter and winter came. It was like Game of Thrones. Winter came and I couldn't take my test because all the facilities closed testing. I'm wondering if they would have let me test if I wanted to, but it was snowing. And actually, no, when it did snow, some facilities would be like, anybody that's scheduled this day is canceled or something like that. So, point being, I had to wait an entire year. And then Dad got sick in November, like a month after I gave up last year. That's when Dad got sick, and now Dad just started getting better, and I have like maybe a month again. I think I have like till the end or beginning of October to do it. So I have like a month, and I was like, now that Dad's good, because Dad's been doing great, which is awesome. So I'm like, all right, I can actually go back to my life. And even going back to my life, I was like, I'm not going to be riding motorcycles taking care of Dad. So now that I'm better, I was like, I got to get this done before this summer because then I'm going to have to go another whole year and that'll be nuts. So I am taking my motorcycle test. And today was the first time I actually rode a motorcycle on the street. I've rode my motorcycles like around my property. I have like 3-acre farm type property, so I could cruise around, but I can never hit speeds of higher than like 10 or 15 miles an hour without having to like turn around or something like that. There's hills and shit. So this is the first time I actually took it on the road and was going like 40, 50 miles an hour. It was way different than I imagined, honestly. Different than I expected. But I had a lot of fun, so that was cool. So hopefully in 2 weeks I'll have a motorcycle license, because I bought a motorcycle this week and I picked it up yesterday. So I have a motorcycle sitting in the garage waiting for me. I just got to get my license. Anywho, Clever Made I Made, 44, Star, Lasapaki, and Michael, my moderators, the Do JB, also if he is here, but if he's not, we love you. Adam Espinosa, the Chimiki Perro, Teal Bird, with the amazing art we get every week. This week is Essik. If you did not see, it is on the thumbnail or the starting window. Amelia, Emily Mary, Vero G. I might repeat some of you. I saw M. Gormley somewhere. My friend Neil, if he is here, I didn't even see him, but I will shout him out because I love him. Forrest the Runner. And I think I might have got everybody. I am Job. All right. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, you know I love you. Amy and David France are probably back there somewhere. Ninja Master, little Paramonster might be hanging out. Queen Latifah. I was going to say Callisto Warrior Queen, but I said Queen first, so I just figured if Queen Latifah's out there, I'm shouting her out. You never know. Maybe Queen Latifah accidentally just stumbled upon a D&D live stream of a random dude, and she's all about it. Queen Latifah, we love you. Cheers to Queen Latifah. I'm going to keep drinking this until all this energy drink fits in here. You know what? Might as well do a shot, right? We're at halfway, by the way. We are at exactly halfway. We're at 25 likes. Everybody like and subscribe. I see Amy France down there. David, I'm sure you're not too far away. Maybe you're riding your motorcycle. Didn't Amy say that last week? I'm pretty sure last week or the week before, Amy was like, David's riding his motorcycle. Yes, it was, because you were like, he can't say anything or he'll crash. So, David, I rode a motorcycle for the first time. It's crazy to think of. My entire family, including my father, has ridden and had motorcycles my entire life. My father has had motorcycles since I was born. He has 5 or 6 of them in the garage, 2 Harleys, 3 Hondas, a dirt bike. I've never once driven one of them on the street, ever in my life. I'm 42 years old. It's crazy to me. After I did it today, I was thinking, I'm like, that's crazy to think that for 42 years, I have had access to a motorcycle. Like, they're right underneath me. My garage is directly underneath me. If I had a Ghostbusters pole, I could go right down and there's motorcycles. And I've never, like I said, I've driven them around the yard, but I've never really cared enough to drive them out onto the street because I always had cars and fast, nice cars. So I never really got into motorcycles or like really thought about it. I don't know why of recent I've had an interest, but it's the first time I ever took it out on the street today after 42 years. I mean, I think I've told you guys before, I had a fear of motorcycles most of my life because my father, when I was very young, went down on one. And that sound perverted. He went down on a motorcycle. He went through a light. He was the right of way. It was a green light. He went through the green light. A tractor trailer blew the red light or slid through the red light or something. And he had to go down on the bike and slid under the tractor trailer like you'd see in a movie. And he wore a hole in his kneecap. And his knee has never been the same since. And I was a little kid and I remember being in the hospital and he was like bloody and gross. And it was like, I was like teeny tiny. It was like early mid 80s. And I was just like, I will never in my life ever want to ride a motorcycle. That's horrific. And then I've had cousins go down on motorcycles, and I've had every friend I've known has dropped a bike or fallen or gotten into an accident. No one's died or anything, but like every one of my good friends or anybody I know who's rode a motorcycle had some sort of accident that freaked me out. And I'm like, it's only a matter of time. Like this, my uncle would always say, the saying goes, it's not if you're going to drop your bike, but when. They're like, it's inevitable. You're going to drop your bike at some point. If you ride a lot and you drive fast or you're like on the highways and stuff, they're like, it's inevitable that you're going to go down on your bike at some point. So get ready for it. Make sure you wear gloves. Make sure you wear helmets. Make sure you wear knee pads, stuff like that. You know, dress appropriately. So I feel like as long as I dress appropriately and don't act like a lunatic, I'll be all right. All right, everybody. Dress for the slide, not the ride. I like that, Clever. I never heard that. All the friggin' motorcycle quotes and stuff I've heard, I never heard that. Dress for the slide, not... Did you just make that up? Clever. I'm assuming you didn't, but did you make that up? Because that is awesome. Jay, can we watch the new The Legend of Vox Machina trailer now? Is it brand... Oh. Is there a new trailer of... Is that what Michael meant? There's a new trailer? Because I'll react to it when we're done with this. I like to react to them. It usually helps remind people that it's coming up, the people that watch the show and not this. So I will definitely react to it. But thank you for letting me know. Michael must have meant that earlier. Michael, post the link again and we'll all immediately, I say. So Michael posted the link again. Michael posted the link here. Intro and react. If I see Queen Latifah, I'll ask for a shout out. Her show films regularly near my home. Her show. What is her show, Michael? I haven't seen Queen Latifah in forever. She has her own show. No, I did not. Clever. The way Clever, I read that from Clever, it sounded like Tommy Wiseau. No, I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Cheers. We're having a shot. Who wants the shot? Yeah, the season 3 trailer out if you haven't seen it. When did that come out? If so, I'm sure people came out this week. Okay. I don't know how I missed this shit. Well, then again, this week I was extremely busy. Like, really, really busy. So, it makes a little sense. But I'm still honestly surprised I didn't say. Vinny says hi. Cheers, star. This is for Vinny. Vinny gets the first shot of the day. What is in it? Maybe apple juice. I don't know. But maybe we all saw him pour it, meaning myself. Queen Latifah is in The Equalizer. Oh, I feel like I did see her in that trailer. I forgot, though. Cheers to Vinny, everybody, and then we're starting. Because it is already 1:15. My God, I procrastinate so much. All right, everybody. I'm going to drink this till this fits and we're starting. So everybody, we didn't even set anything up. Vera G, I saw Vera G wrote the number. I am so horrible at life. All right, let's get this going. I set nothing up. I don't even have the clock running. I am horrible. You guys can't even see what I'm doing behind this window. Maybe I'm watching porn for all you know. Who am I? Who am I? All right, 31. I feel like I'm close. 2:18:47. Thank you, Vera G. 2:18:47. Here we go. Yeah, I guess. My God, they don't really give you a second to pause there. All right, I'm gonna have to just really be quick to the trigger. All right. All right, it's going to be loud in your ears.
So we're back from it. Hey, guys.
Hi.
All right.
Oh, hi.
As you are plucked from the blooming grove.
Oh, my God. Well, now we just heard it.
I need you to go ahead and roll.
Oh, boy.
See where your feet fall.
Right.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I'm just going to do that. 2:19 even. Because I already heard what he's saying, and everyone's just screaming, we're fine. 2:19 even. Vera G, thank you, though. Because I would have used it if I didn't keep passing it 5 times. I just feel like 2:19 even is good. So everyone said it. 2:19 even. We're still like in the middle of rolling. We're about to roll. Everyone's screaming things. Ah! Now I'm screaming things. What is happening in my life? Oh, it's over here. I'm like, where's this window? It says it's right there, but I don't see it. Oh my God. Show, door, stop, watch. I mean, there probably is a better way to do this, but I'm just so used to this format. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. If it ain't baroque, don't fix it. That's what Cogsworth told me. And Cogsworth is one of my greatest friends since I was a wee lad. No, he's not. Cogsworth sucked. He was a miserable friend. I hate him. All right. Is everybody good now? Can you all try to be a little more on time next time? My God, I'm sitting here all this time waiting on everybody to set up. Jesus. All right. I know it's my fault. Here we go. It is almost 6:20. We're starting in 1 minute, everybody. Get your clocks ready. Thumbs me up. Get ready. We're going to smoke the radiators. And I think we got like 2 hours. All right. We have ghost. There's a ghost in my drink. Y'all see me try here and on the disc. Y'all saw me try here and on the Discord. Trailer reaction first. Michael, should I not react to it? I'm sorry, I wasn't reading the thing. I thought I should react to it. I would love to watch it, but it's so much easier for me to react to it without it being live because I get distracted by everything and then I'll read the comments and I won't watch something, or I feel like it's better if I react to it, and I'll do it right after we're done with this. So you'll get it. I feel like it's better that way. It won't be rushed and you'll get to enjoy it. I'll do like an 8-hour talk before and after and edit it all up for y'all. And then we can talk about it next week. So, everybody, get ready. What's the chaser? My chaser is Ghost Orange Creamsicle. It's quite delicious. Quite delicious, everybody. What is happening now? What is happening here? I love when I tell people that I'm about to do the live stream. If you need anything, tell me now. And then I get 15 text messages from the people I just told this to. Bidet all, just dropping by real quick to say hi. Neil, how are you? Neil, what's up? How are you doing? Everything's good? You busy? Why I only ask because it sounds like you're in a rush. Are you, when is the wedding? I know your wedding, not his wedding. Not Neil's not getting married. But I know Neil is going to a wedding very soon. Maybe it is this week. I feel like it's coming up very soon. Neil, I mentioned you before and I don't remember why. I was like, is Neil here? I got to tell him something. And now I honestly don't remember what it was. So now I'll have to remember next time. But there was, I did shout you out earlier because I was like, oh, I got to tell Neil this. I don't remember. Neil, what do you think about this? This wasn't what I was going to ask you, but just out of curiosity. Chris at the arcade today called me and said, yo, you want NASCAR from the arcade? He was like, I got to get rid of NASCAR. He's getting the brand new NBA Jams. Those of you who are fans, at the arcade, we're getting a brand new NBA Jams. And it's like 4-player, and I think it's like 70-inch screen. So he's like, I got to get rid of NASCAR. And it's a 2-player giant game, and he just can't fit it anymore. So he's like, I don't want to sell it, and it's too annoying to like deal with. So like, you want to just take it? So it would cost me $300 to properly have it working and to have it put in my house. So I would literally have a 2-player NASCAR arcade cabinet in my garage. I just have to, I physically will have to move it, which is a bitch, but I'd have to also pay $300. He said the board broke on it, and he's like, the thing is, I don't want to waste time fixing an old game. And he also doesn't have the room for it, which is why he's asking me. But I'm thinking I'm going to take it. It's just going to be like a day-long event of moving it to my house. Also, Critical Live show in Jersey. Also, Critical Role live show in Jersey. When is that, or did that already happen? I'm chilling, got the wedding, just had a ciggy real fast. Oh, okay, just having a ciggy real fast. The Daytona NASCAR arcade, I think I'll take a picture and show you, Clever. I'm honestly, we've had so many games in and out of the arcade. We've had Daytona, and we've had Cruisin', all the Cruisins. We've had so many car games, I can't remember. I even told him, I go, which one are you talking about? And he's like, the one, and he told me where it was, and I'm like, Chris, we've had so many car games there, I can't even remember which one is there now. Like, I don't play the games anymore, and we've gone through so many games that, like, I just can't remember what is what. December 7th, Critical Role live show. Can I get tickets, or is it already sold out? I'm not kidding you. I will 100% go if I could get tickets. I would love to. December 7th in New Jersey. Def take the arcade machine. I will do that. Was Burnout ever an arcade game? I know the game you're talking about. I don't think it was. I own it on console, Burnout. But I don't think it was ever... No, put it this way. If it was, we never had that at the arcade. Okay, I'm out. Happy streaming. Neil, enjoy... He's got the wedding, so he is at the wedding. All right. Neil, enjoy the wedding. Everybody, Radiators Unite. Maybe Neil caught us for the tail end. And then we're jumping in, because I already said 6:20 and I'm already a liar. It's almost 6:30. Everybody, Radiators Unite. All right, everybody. Everybody, we're doing 3, 2, 1. Any NASCAR arcade game would do well here where I am. Just a day's worth of work. Yeah, no, Colvin, did I ever say hi to you? Colvin, hello. I don't know if Colvin, did I not see you earlier? Colvin, how do I always do that? Or did you not? I don't know. You had to have been there earlier. Jeff Lund is here. I haven't seen Jeff in so long. I forget if it's Lund or Lund. But I definitely remember you, Jeff. Lund? I think it's Jeff Lund. Either way. Cheers. We're starting. Everybody, thumbs up, even though you probably did 500 times. We've got 20 plus people in the chat. We have almost 30 likes before we even started. We're like one short of 30, 20 away from 50, which means we'll do the extra 30 minutes. Let's do it. I'm not even drinking this. 3, 2, 1, go.
Beautiful place.
If I don't do that, we will never start, because Jay doesn't shut up.
What is it? Wait, the Fate
Stay Night?
Fate's
Name
favor.
more anime.
I
more
apologize.
anime. Boys B.
That Jay doesn't ever
KOB.
stop. Why is it so loud in here?
Big O.
Jay, look up.
Can you kamikaze yourself?
No, look up where.
Death Note.
Who would you pay? Who? Blah, blah.
Okay.
Who would
so
you pay
it's- Oh, that's okay. I had
way
upside
more
down.
to meet and greet
65.
than you did for Robert Englund? Because they are
65.
fucking...
Yeah,
bank.
60s, yeah.
Who, they are?
We're seeing if we fuse with a
Tickets
slab of
available
stone right
September 5th. Oh my God.
Is it butterflies?
Tickets go on sale
dude?
soon, and it's a solo Christmas special.
65, you said?
Yeah.
Who would you pay way more to meet and greet than you did Robert Englund?
Yeah.
He did.
No,
Are you Star? Are you saying they, meaning Critical Role, are expensive? I'm just curious if I'm reading
As
that
you're
right.
suddenly pulled from the grove, there is a momentary push, like someone's pushing you from behind.
I
or
the
pulling
most
you from your
the,
side. You're not sure
I
where
think we've
they're
talked about this
coming from.
before, or I have on a live stream at some
In a
point.
flash, an abrupt
But-
sensation hits you all at once.
The most I would pay to see somebody
Cool.
based on Star's question would be Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is
No,
the number one
a very cool
person
breeze.
I can think of off the top of my head that I would
Looking around
want
you,
to actually meet
it is
and
a
get an autograph
cognac.
from and like sit and talk to.
But
Because I've been a
have
Rocky
arrived
fan since I was
without issue.
born, basically.
it seems to isocross because
And I
you
love
have that
all of
object.
his stuff. I'm like a Rambo fan.
'Cause that
Over
would've
the
been a very
Top
different
is like one of my favorites of all
scenario.
time, even though it's over the
Don't forget
top
to grab a rock.
in many ways. That's a play on words, if you didn't catch it.
Oh,
But I love all his shit. So I think, I honestly think either him or
Well,
Bruce
no,
Willis.
you don't know.
Stallone or Bruce
Well,
Willis.
the good, you didn't. You're
Top
not on target,
guys.
I'll put you that because as you guys land and look around you,
Maybe,
you do not
honestly,
see
Tom
outposts
Cruise
anywhere.
would be in the discussion.
Okay, well,
I
Nora-
don't care about his
Nora
personal
is
life.
that way,
I would.
we know
I
that.
love his movies. I,
I can do
think
it.
he's a
I can
phenomenal
just see
actor.
open,
Guy does his own
white
stunts. He's
Kind
got
of
balls
like
of
ice
steel.
around you, bits of
I
photography.
only care about those
Find
things.
The path.
Tom Cruise might be in the, but definitely
100% true.
It's coming in a couple
Stallone,
times.
Bruce
That's what
Willis,
Rocket did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Believe it or not,
Twice.
Eddie Murphy, maybe Damon Wayans. I love Damon Wayans. Like my whole life, I've loved Damon Wayans. He'd be an easy one. I bet you can meet Damon Wayans pretty easy nowadays.
Cardinal direction
But like
to where
Eddie
we're
Murphy,
going, which is that way.
Eddie Murphy
that
is
way.
up there. Eddie Murphy's
Okay,
like top
let's
5.
head that direction.
So there could be a mountain in the way.
We'll find out soon enough.
Well,
But-
hold on a minute. If we know where the outpost is because it's that way, and we know where north is because of keen mind.
Yes.
So
I
we
paid
should know if we
$3.50 for the
are
whole
east
cast
of
picture.
the outpost or west
Ripped
of the
off.
outpost, or judging by
It's
the direction.
Lundy. Oh, it is
You are
Lundy.
Southwest.
I
from
say
the
Lund,
outpost.
Lundy, like
So not
Crocodile
really
Dundee.
other,
We've said this
numbers
before.
by any
We've done
chance?
this before. Critical
No.
Role are $50
Aor.
for a signing. Oh, that's not too
A1,
bad.
A2, and we're down here.
Forget how much
is
pictures
all
are.
A5,
Oh,
question mark where we
Vera
are?
G says
east.
50 to 70
Far
for a
east.
signing, 350 for the
cross the
whole
lava
cast
thing
picture.
We might be on the other side of it.
Oh, good grief.
Southwest could be.
Yeah.
Damon
could
Wayans,
be.
LOL. I love him. I'm not kidding you. And Damon Wayans is in
This is
the
considered an
original Beverly Hills
off-target
Cop with
result.
Eddie Murphy. So I was mind blown as a child when I saw that. I didn't even know who they
There's a
were at
lot
that
of
point.
Possibilities
But like,
there, so
as an
yeah.
adult, I'm like, holy shit.
Take it where you can get
Damon
it.
Wayans
Laura wanted to go back in time
and Damon
take
Wayans
that
was
rock away
nobody
from him.
when he took that role. He was the gay guy that was selling fruit in the hotel. If you didn't know.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And I don't know if that was
another rock.
another joke
Hey,
inside a
Rocky,
joke.
call it
A gay
that.
guy selling fruit in
Why
the
does this
hotel.
stone have a
I don't know if it
smiley
was a
face?
joke,
It's a pet rock. No.
but it happened, and I love him.
Well, first off, can I have a marching order?
He basically, Damon Wayans basically played
I'll go
because,
first.
you know.
the gay guy he plays in
Caduceus
in Living
the front.
Color
I'll join
in that
Caduceus
movie.
the front.
The
All
character
right.
that he
Caduceus
plays
forward
with
in front.
Okay.
No, go next.
Brian.
Alrighty.
Oh my God,
Somebody
what's
else
his
along with
name?
Yasha?
Squishy wizard in the middle.
What's the
I'll
name
go
of the
in the end.
dude that did the?
Well, I know I was trying to separate the
It's
cleric.
space.
I'm
You
brain
guys
fart on
can
names.
be in any.
I'll go right.
But the other
next
guy that used to do the
Yasha.
gay,
I'll
the
be
gay
behind Ford.
skit with
I'll
him.
bring up the rear with Beth.
He's in a bunch of stuff. He still does
Squishy wizard in the
acting.
middle
Jay,
indeed.
does your screen name not get highlighted
Okay.
when you're? No, I see it. I was referring strictly to the
direction
Critical
you're
Role
given,
crew.
you
I
are
do
now
see it
heading
highlighted,
in,
Star,
a
but
northeastern
sometimes it goes so
direction,
high up
and
that I
kind of
kind of
after you
just
get- so
zoned
just-
it
you can
out.
see there's a mountain range
My apologies,
to
but it
the
does light
east of
up.
where you
I
currently
just kind
are,
of like
a
it kind of
number
all
of
just
miles off. You can
mushes
just see it.
together
You can't
in
quite
my
tell the full
mind.
distance,
If that
but
makes
you're
sense.
directing in a north kind of eastern direction.
There's no lava river that we can see
Yeah.
between us and those
Make a
mountains.
perception check.
What is the name? Oh my
That's
God,
pretty good. 29.
I just had it. I just had it and I lost
Do
it.
not see.
I'm so
any
mad.
sign of a
I
lava
can't think of
river
the guy
between
that
you
used to
and that
team up
mountain
with
range at the moment.
Damon Wayans
If there's a mountain range to our
when they would do
east,
the gay skit together, where they were like gays
Right.
on
We are
film or whatever it
probably
was called, men on
on the
film.
right side
I don't
of the
remember.
lava river, probably.
Yes, that would be my guess.
Yeah, would we kind of know?
Daniel
that,
O'Day
like,
is here.
could I-
Hello, my friend.
Would I kind of remember?
Oh
that?
my God, I'm so
Well,
bad.
It feels like
You have
You
a map.
just said in
Oh,
living
there's a
color,
map.
and instead
I kinda
my
remember that.
brain went to living single. I'm so dumb. Sometimes Star. Do not say that about yourself. You're a lovely, amazing person. Living Single was a good one too. I used to watch that. I believe it came on. I was a big Channel
there's
9
nowhere really
and
that
Channel
is
11
southwest
kid.
of the outpost.
I like to think
Everything
Ford's
I
just-
watched growing up in my
They would
life
have
was Channel 9,
mountains to the east,
Channel 11. We
except
never
for
had
one or two
cable.
places, and they're both
We
on the
grew up
good
pretty
side of the
poor.
lava river.
We some
discuss
like
as
when
we
I was a
continue on the
teenager.
road.
Of course.
We finally got like
Well, as you
basic
figure
cable
out
where we had
the-
like USA and I could watch Friday the 13th 500 times over and over again.
many
USA Up
maps.
All Night. Gilbert Godfrey would do it, and there's some big-breasted, beautiful blonde woman. But that happened
Love watching Travis.
like in my teens. When I was growing up, we had like
I
5
know
channels.
how far it is when I
and it
cast
was
the
and a
spell. I know
horrible
how far it
television.
is.
You do?
So I would watch Channel 9, Channel 11.
You do?
I do.
After I get
But-
the map out, you bastard.
Eventually, you know, then I
Wasn't
got
gonna say it before you had
HBO,
the map
and then I figured out how to get black boxes and get every channel when
Testing the map.
pay-per-view was big. And, you
Yep,
know,
that's
you
the
live the
map.
life
How
of
far it is and
I'm
what
going to
direction it lies.
scam the
All right.
world to get
Right.
entertainment as a
Let me
poor
do some
boy.
math here.
As a poor boy, I
'Cause-
need my porn and movies.
Ish. I mean, you can give me an ish.
I can help you. I got fingers.
You can
to count.
tell me in like days travel if we didn't have to go over a mountain.
5, 6, 7. There are 8 maps.
I will say it's about
There was one
At your current
actor
location,
from Living Single I always
between 2 and
wish
3 days
would
travel.
show up
Between 2 and 3
in
days
other
travel.
things. But since I was a kid,
That is so much farther
when
than
it got
I
canceled,
thought.
I don't remember who it was.
Oh, we are
Warlocks
deep
section.
Well,
southwest.
Oh,
I
no.
We could
what
be
was
by
the
the
different
Alouattes
world was good too.
sanctuary.
You remember that star? I feel
Oh,
like
wow.
Living Single and A
Is that
Different
where the
World
Yetis are?
came on around
Yeah.
the same time,
we
maybe
get them?
even back to
Should
back.
we ride them?
Or was that like the spin-off of A
Could we
Different
ride on
We
World?
need to be doing that
Maybe
flying
Living
shit.
Single
should-
was
we
the
need to be doing
spin-off
that
of A
flying
Different
shit.
World.
Where? How many days were we?
I don't
we were still
remember,
in
but I
under a
remember
week,
them
right?
both.
We're on like day 5 or something like that.
Roughly around there. yeah.
UPN 9,
Better
yeah, I
faster
couldn't
than
remember.
For sure.
UPN
Time to
9.
grind.
Fly.
I would watch all the horror movies. Everything good would get cut out of
how
them.
far away are we
It'd
from
be
the
like
mountains right now?
Mad TV's version of The Sopranos.
You were probably
where it'd be like a 20-minute horror movie that was 2 hours because
10 or
all
so
the
miles
nudity and
So I say
sex
we-
and
this is my
violence was
plan,
cut
if
out.
anyone's interested. We
I
could get to the
remember the
mountains and
first
then
time I
fly through the
saw
mountains
Friday the
and just walk
13th,
to the
the
mountains.
franchise
That's
on
half an
DVD.
hour.
There was
Ish,
so much
45.
I never
It's
saw
slow,
because
it's slow.
all of my
But then
experiences
we
were
can try
from
and fly,
Channel 9, Channel
maybe
11, and
through the
USA.
mountains.
Why don't we just
So
fly
I always,
to the mountains? and
all the
through
violence was
mountains?
always cut
Well,
out.
how long can we fly for?
You would actually with your
I don't
perception
remember a
check, you do
different
not see-
world.
I should have clarified. You do
It's
not
a
see the
different
river of lava
world
between
from
you
where
guys
you
and the
come
mountain range to
from.
the east.
I believe
As you've had this conversation, you look
Different
and you
World was the one where
can see it
Sinbad
to
was
your
the
west.
teacher.
So we are.
If
on
you
the
remember
other
the
side.
great
You
Sinbad,
are on
Right,
the
we're
eastern
gonna-
side.
Sinbad was the
That's good.
teacher in
We
A
can fly
Different
for
World.
an hour.
So I would say we wait till we're like at the base.
No.
That way we can get as far through the mountains as
Okay.
humanly possible.
I'm shutting down.
Okay.
We're southwest of the. Am I forgetting where the
We are.
outpost is? I thought it was
Yeah, we're
where
like-
Aor is on the map, right?
I am
Aor's right
just
there, then we're
waving
right
everything
here.
off.
On the
We're
eastern
talking
side.
Aor, everybody. I am paying attention.
not far
Everybody,
out.
you know the deal. Just
No.
light
didn't
up
move
the
that
chat
far.
with focus if there's
You did
something
not move that
extremely
far away.
important, so I'll
Looking at-
dive deeper
knowing
in.
the distance you
Right
have
now,
there,
we're
the
kind of
location
just
of the topography, as you figure it
checking
out,
shit
you can
out,
kind of
talking Aor, topography.
So if we flew up over the
Look it up there.
mountains, that
We
would
got
cut down the
topography.
time by a lot.
That's
mountains.
3 days travel.
It would
I'm
cut down
watching.
some, but you can only fly
I
for
just
an hour
feel
at a
like
time.
we should
Right.
have a
So
talk
it-
about
it does
80s and
help.
90s television
It
while
is-
we're
but it's not gonna
while we're walking.
erase it or-
Yeah,
We're
depending
on
on
a
how many slots
hike.
you
We're
burn doing it,
hiking.
you know, it'll
The
maybe cut off a day and a
Cosbyverse.
half.
Oh, was it all part of that?
depending on
I feel
how
like
you
that
do it.
does make sense.
We'll take it.
That
Yeah,
does
I
kind of
remember
actually
once
sound
We hit the
familiar.
mountains and see if we can just carve
The
straight through them as
Cosbyverse.
opposed to
So they
walking
were one of
around.
the
When you were talking
first
Lucian,
things.
didn't you
Different
say he had to
World
double his effort?
had Sinbad. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, but it kinda
Sinbad
seemed
was
like
great. I loved
maybe
when
for
Always
what
Sunny
they
in
were looking for
Philadelphia
or
had the
making
episode
their
where
way.
like Sinbad was in the mind of Charlie. I think it was
Strikes me as the
Charlie.
sort of
Maybe it was
person to
Mac.
Tell the truth in a way
Let's fly!
Okay, well I can.
They basically
fly-
made an entire joke over
Gotta do
Sinbad,
this
and I had
again.
not seen
'Cause
Sinbad
I
in
can
so
only
long at that
fly-
point.
Turn two
And
people into
thinking about
animals
it,
for an
I haven't
hour,
seen him
and
in
then
a
from
while
then on,
again.
It's only
What's up with Sinbad?
me and Caleb.
Where
that
is
can turn
Sinbad,
into
everybody? Where
flying
did they
creatures.
put him?
I can fly as well.
The
for an
Waynes,
hour.
Family Matters in
Oh,
Living
yeah.
Single and in Living Color were the
Only
extended
like
universe of a
complaints
black
or,
centric
1 minute?
expose
1 minute.
when I was a young like
No,
that.
not as long as an hour.
Yeah.
Nope, I
Re
can
the
only fly for 10 minutes.
Waynes.
I lied.
Hello, everyone. Colleen is
the
in the chat.
biggest
Hello,
people,
Colleen. How are
maybe?
you on this fine day? Colleen, we're
I'm probably
speaking
morph into a white
80s and
dragon.
90s television shows. Why? I
Probably
forget.
not, huh?
Why are we
You
even
can probably
talking
morph
about
up
it,
to like a
guys?
certain challenge rating.
I think I
There's a
brought it
certain
up. I don't
challenge
remember. Whatever it is, it's a good talk about 80s and 90s
Should we just make it ready
sitcoms,
before?
Living Color,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if we only do
and
it once, it's just
Living
so
Single.
bad.
I was going to say, wait, it wasn't in Living Color. Well, it was both. What else was a big one?
What did
I
we
mean,
do
Family
before?
Matters was
I
probably
was
one of my
a-
favorite
Well,
growing up.
Eagles is faster.
Yeah,
Eagles are faster.
I used to watch that whole rundown,
is the-
step by step,
East.
just
Got
the
it.
10 of us.
Okay.
Full House
Who are
was
the
on that for a while.
Well,
Boy
Yasha,
Meets
I think.
World.
Makes
They were
sense
a
to be an
band.
eagle.
I mean,
Okay,
Step
with
by
the
Step, I
Yeah.
loved. Who many? Who many?
Once we get to the base
Who
of the
many
mountains,
people?
we'll do that, and then we'll
How
fly.
many of
Yeah,
you
we split up,
saw
produced this
or
on one
know or
person.
love Step by Step?
Veth paired with
Step by
somebody,
Step was
Yeah.
my shit.
So
I loved it, honestly. Like,
So you're gonna travel on foot to the
I
mountain
feel
range
like
and
that
then
was one of the
transform,
most
or transforming now?
underappreciated
On foot to the
of
mountain range.
Yeah,
the
that's pretty
TGIF
transform with mountains.
rundown.
Okay, got it. Well, I need somebody to go ahead and roll d20 for me.
Whose turn was it?
Why don't we start fresh with
What was the name of the
I'm
cool
not doing
dude
it.
Parchment.
that was
Yeah,
like
we might have left
their
off a few.
cousin? I feel like he was their
we might have.
cousin.
Yeah.
I don't think he was their
I think
brother.
we should all play.
Was it
Full of
Cody?
Yeah,
on shears.
Okay.
It was either Cody or
Kind
Brody.
of like eliminate.
I think it was Cody.
together.
This is
It's
gonna
fine. We'll
work.
make it work.
He was like the cool dude that kind of
crazy.
talked like he was a stoner or a
figure it out.
surfer, and he was always the man.
Okay.
Cody
This is
rings a
not gonna
bell,
How does this
There's only one scissor.
but it could have been like something similar.
So he wins. Okay,
Doing
you
well,
win.
making some meatballs for
That's how it
friend's
works.
birthday party tomorrow. Also, Step by Step was great. I always loved the nerdy kid with the glasses.
Roll
Typically, you
meteorite
don't
die.
like the nerdy kid. Typically, the nerdy kid is annoying and intentionally so. He was annoying, but I feel like that was one of the few nerdy kids that actually
the
had
eight is the dragon.
personality, and you
Eight was
could like
dragon.
relate to him as like the stereotypical glass-wearing nerd.
What was once
I was
a
like, good
somewhat
on you.
gray, broken blue
And then I never saw him
sky
again in my life.
begins to grow darker with clouds. No. And the weather begins to grow harsher and harsher.
If we're gonna
You
ban
bundle
a show,
yourselves,
let's
becoming
make it
accustomed to
known
less colder
what you
areas
did
and
last
return
summer.
out. Isocross has been jarring, so as you bundle up
If
and
we're gonna
trudge
ban a
through
show, let's
the
make it.
ever-growing
I didn't
pressure
even
of
know
the
that was a
snow
show. Is that a
and
show?
wind,
I know what
eventually
you
do
did
make
last
it to
summer.
the
The
base of the
show.
mountain. Flight is going to be a little hard, but it can be done.
Fuck.
By the way, did we
Fire,
see
not the
Ninja
fire.
Master? Oh,
We
Ninja's
have to.
LARPing.
We have no other way to get up.
I was
over
just gonna
these
say we
mountains,
haven't seen
otherwise we
Ninja
have to go
Master.
around
He
them
said
now.
he will be LARPing.
Eight.
Ninja, if you are out there,
Seven to
we're loving
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you're
Because of the
LARPing, and we
wind,
hope you're
most
enjoying
of our
yourself.
Speeds are like 30 to 40 on foot.
It is Labor Day
Yeah,
weekend,
go
everybody.
as fast as
Tomorrow
the
I
slowest
had
person.
a giant job,
Close the,
massive job tomorrow.
the wind
And my
coming from
dad
the
was
mountains
like,
or
I
towards the
totally
mountains?"
forgot it was Labor Day weekend. I hope that doesn't mess you up. And I'm like, honestly,
survival, your choice.
I'm so used to not doing anything that I didn't even think about it.
13.
And then the guy called
13?
today and goes,
It
Did you
is
know it's
heading
Labor Day
kind of
weekend?
towards
I'm
the mountains
canceling.
and in
And I
a
was like,
kind of-
oh, well,
It's not
now I don't got to worry.
It's somewhat helpful.
So that
but
job
it's going
tomorrow
more
canceled.
eastern
I
and
get
east
the
than
day
northeast,
off.
So it might.
Well, I'm going to end up
We'll
doing
lossless,
work.
but we're not going to be fighting it.
I'm going to end up doing jobs anyway
We won't
around the
have our
house,
speed,
but
we will have
I'm
to
happy
be really careful.
that I don't have to work.
Okay.
Should we do another shot, everybody?
So I'll polymorph me.
I
and
already
Yasha.
feel
care of
slightly
myself.
drunk.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Surprisingly,
use a
I had
little rope
one
just
shot.
to
I did
make
have a
something
beer
extra
earlier
to hang on
today,
to, if that's okay.
but I feel drunker than I
It's
should.
windy.
Oh, we did smoke
Bit of
too.
a bridle.
I forgot
Okay.
we did smoke.
should
That's
make
why I feel drunker
you
than I
with-
should.
Caduceus with, well,
Caduceus with Yasha.
Caduceus with
strength,
well.
yeah.
Strength.
Who is well?
Yeah.
Kind of keeping this.
What was the
Situated here.
early
So, who is writing
90s
on
kids
this? This
TV
is
show
just
dinner
one
time
particular-
sitcom that
I'm
involved
on
kids
YouTube.
in middle
Ball
school
together.
syncing
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah,
watches
that's the
as
way
an
one of the other party
episode
It's true.
bit?
And then you take
Power
moving
Rangers?
forward.
Like you mean Power Rangers when they'd be like it's morphin time?
I'm writing on
It's
Caleb
morphin
with
time.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Blue Ranger,
And then you're on. Okay.
8 Ranger,
Okay.
I don't know who
Splitting
8
up
Ranger
The
is.
clerics.
okay.
That's yeah.
Syncing
So-
their watches as an episode
Whoever the flyers
bit.
are.
Actually, I
have you
honestly,
go ahead
I
and roll
Power
either
Rangers
an
did it with the
athletics or
morphin time.
acrobatics
So I
check
kind of,
for
I think I know what you're
whatever form
talking
you're
about, but I can't think
you
of
are a
it.
flyer,
Guide.
not a faller.
put on my belt.
For my
Athletics
boy,
or-
hope you're having fun. All right,
Which would
Colvin.
be either basically a strength
Colvin
bonus
is
Strength
in,
or
or dex bonus.
in,
That's your choice based on the form you took.
They're the same.
I
So
can't think of the
I'm
word I
going
want to use.
Strength.
Is initiating?
Oh
Terrible.
yeah.
Is activating? Colvin said let's smoke. I don't know why I can't think of
22.
the word. Everybody, Radiators Unite.
31.
Colvin,
Okay.
Clever,
Wait, is this
Michael,
this is giant eagle
Lace
stuff?
Up, Star,
So do I not use
Daniel,
mice?
Colleen,
You use the form
Jeff,
of the eagle.
Plus 3.
Ninja
Okay.
Master,
plus 3
every
only?
single one
Okay,
of you.
so-
Right.
Let's
21.
smoke. And I see what's happening here. We're getting ready for flight. So, like, ready?
25.
I'm going to pay a little bit of
Still
attention
two
more.
very high
Because I kind
rolls
of like
versus
what's
one
going
low,
on. There's a
which
visual now.
Within
Matt
this
is,
kind of minute
Matt
skill
is
challenge puts
focusing
you
us
in the
in.
positive.
So, ready?
So,
Radiators Unite.
You do begin to trudge
We're
through
eagles,
the heavy
everybody.
wind and the
We're
snow,
eagles.
and it begins as you begin to pick up. The challenge comes in not being pushed into the side of the mountain as the wind is taking you that way. You begin to adjust and kind of use the blasts and the gusts to your favor, having it carry you higher and quicker, until eventually you begin to coast over some of the highest parts of this edge of the mountain range. And what you can
That
see
was a
through
lot.
the casting of snow in white,
Matt is
all
going
the
to suck
peaks
us in
of
and
the gray
seduce
rock
us with his
and
descriptions.
ice beneath. You continue on for quite a bit until you begin to feel the spell begin to reach its conclusion.
Oh, hoo, hoo.
Looking for a safe place to land.
We must
Looking
land.
For a safe place to
Land or
Maybe
we
the three
will
of you,
die.
Anybody on your back. who
We're
would
all.
like to
Hey,
make,
anybody hear
a
anything
perception
about?
check
I just saw the.
using your
Are you afraid of the
creature's
dark?
form?
Amazing.
Roll and add your wisdom. So I
Definitely
believe if
watched
it's
it all the
orange
time,
evil,
my
right?
friend.
Yeah.
Lace up.
Then those have a perception
All the time.
advantage, right?
Are You Afraid of the Dark was
with
a
sight.
regular.
So go ahead and make.
Like there were certain shows, me and my brother.
No, it's just a
I've
single
told
roll
you guys,
because
me
it
and my
would be a
brother were very
disadvantage
close
because of the
growing
storm.
up.
Okay,
We're
so I
still
take
very
the
close,
first roll.
but like we were a year and a half apart
What are we adding to
age-wise.
Whatever
So
your
we
wisdom
pretty
is.
much did everything
my
together,
perception
like
is a
watched
+4.
the same shows, played the same
15.
games,
Damn.
and we would formulate like a schedule of our favorite shows, and we would like set a
Okay.
clock to it and go watch them because you had to back then.
Peering through
There
the
was no
storm,
streaming service. You
looking into
couldn't
the
record
forms
shit.
below,
I'm
you
talking
can
like we were young.
just barely make
There
out a
was
shelf
barely
of
even VHS
ice-covered
tapes
stone
at this
that's
time.
the closest
That's how
safe
goddamn
spot to
old
stop
I
nearby,
feel.
and it's on
That
the
when we
opposite
were
side of a
doing this,
mountain peak
VHS
to
was
where it
like
may block
expensive
the
as
wind
shit,
from
or
blowing
didn't
you.
exist.
So you
And we would
head your way down,
Time it. We would
toward
watch
us,
that
and then
shit,
land in the soft
and it was
snow,
great. And Are You
trying
Afraid
to
of the Dark
find
was one of the
footing. It
later
does
ones.
slip
Obviously,
a
that
bit.
came
Ice
much later.
beneath is really
Are
hard
You
to
Afraid of
kinda
the
get a
Dark
hold
or
on,
Power
but
Rangers?
The wind is
In-
cut
to-
off
for
at this
me,
angle, and
definitely
you
Are
find
You
a safe
Afraid of the
spot to
Dark?
stop.
Power Rangers wasn't bad. My sister was more into it than I was. I enjoyed the toys. I was big with
No,
toys.
not
I
bad.
liked collecting toys in
Yeah.
general. So I would
We may
collect
be
the
stuck here for a
toys
little while.
because they had really cool like assemble.
least
You could
everybody
assemble
else will be
like
stuck too,
Zords and
so.
stuff. But
Did
Are
anybody
You
see
Afraid of
the
the
Tomb
Dark?
Takers while we were
I love
flying?
horror also.
anybody
Horror
see
is like
that?
my
I wasn't
favorite
looking
genre.
for
So
them.
as a kid
Oh, I
growing
didn't.
up, being as I couldn't really access
Sorry.
anything
Fine,
else.
I would have looked, but it was.
Or I
very
could,
windy
but
and
you
it was,
know, that was
burning
like
my eyeballs
the
out.
weird
as good as
storms
horror on
around.
TV got, normal TV, I guess.
Next time we fly, we should look for them.
Okay.
So are we going for another round, or are we?
Are You Afraid of the Dark was
Pulling it a
great.
day.
I mean, like I
Need to
said,
go for
Power
another
Rangers was
round.
good.
Let's take a. Do we need a short rest?
Anybody
Does a
got
short
an
rest help?
interesting one?
No, I'm just
I'm trying to
doing
think of
stuff
something
like
interesting I'd watched that was not.
Fair.
Like, do any of you remember Boy?
Okay, but it's only going
Small
to be me
Wonder?
and Caleb flying now.
She's a small
can still do it.
wonder.
Yeah, but we'll just move a little bit slower, I think.
I don't know the words
we
of the
through the
song,
mountain?
but she was like this
we go
robot
through the
girl.
mountains? No, you're in the
Vicky
middle of the
was her
mountain.
name, maybe?
This will be harder.
Vicky,
but we can
I
do
think it was Vicky.
Yes.
And this bitch was a robot
Carrie
and
Caduceus,
ran these
and I
people's
will carry
houses.
Yasha.
She was like a young girl, but I was her
what is
age, so I can
left
call
is
her bitch because she's my age now. She was,
Fought again with you?
you know what I mean. She was
And you
nice.
two
She
with
was
me,
awesome.
and that is about
Don't
even.
don't get me wrong.
Does
She
it
was
look
awesome.
Pretty rocky
But-
and rough.
This
ahead of us
robot
for these
girl
mountains.
On one.
was a small wonder.
I'll take Yasha.
Yes.
You
I
take
loved her.
Caduceus.
She was great.
Just in case he's.
One of my favorite shows growing up,
It
and
looks
it
like a lot
was
of
like
the
canceled after a
mountains
season
here.
or two.
There are like some
Never saw it
softer
again. I
edges, but a
never
lot
hear
of them
anybody talk
are
about
these
Small
pointed
Wonder.
peaks where
What
ice
kind
has
of
built up over
horrible
time,
world do we
and has
live
caused
in
these
when
kind of
Small Wonder
spire-like
isn't
points.
spoken of on a daily basis?
It leads to some interesting valleys, which can be taken for shelter if need be in a crutch moment, but you would not want to fall upon
Gidget? Did I say
some of these
Gidget?
mountain spires.
Gadget? Gidget? Yeah,
So,
Gidget. I know
you
of
love
Gidget.
transforming?
I never really watched it.
Yeah.
I've
Let me
definitely
see.
seen
Wait,
it
hold
and
on.
know of it. Saved by the Bell, definitely star that was a constant rewatch for
Falling off his
me.
concentration.
Saved by the Bell was definitely. I would probably
You're
say
guiding
that would be
somebody.
in the top
You're gonna guide
10
him.
growing up.
Okay.
Top 10 of like shows I watched on the
Jester.
repeat.
Okay.
Saved by the Bell was
Caduceus
watched
is
a
on.
lot, even later in life.
Yes,
like
I'm
like
carrying-
like when reruns and
I'm carrying
syndication and
Yasha
stuff.
Ford.
I would watch a lot of Saved by the
Caduceus,
Bell.
I'm going to carry you.
I dig the
and
cast.
ladies,
Tiffany
please,
Amber
I think
is
you
hot
should ride on
as
top.
shit. Or was. I mean, she was. I don't know how she
Which
looks
one
now.
of you wants
She's
to
probably
ride
like in her
this
50s
my
now, which isn't
claws,
horrible.
And which one of you wants to ride on my wings?
Ride on my
take
wings. Who wants to ride on my
I
wings?
can carry you like you're on a chair.
Tattoo
I
teenagers
can carry you by your arms.
from Beverly Hills.
I can carry you
or
like
whoever.
You know,
I
like
don't.
you're
I can't
flying
rate it. The
sideways,
emoji's covering
like
it.
this. What seems most comfortable?
Maybe like a chair.
Okay,
Maybe
I'll do
just,
this.
yeah, like a little thing. And
Maybe like a
between my
chair.
legs. Yeah, like a skater.
By the way, everybody, we have
For like a minute.
like an hour and a half
What if
left,
there's an
and we're
emergency?
18 likes away.
Yeah,
so
if
like
I
the video
start
if
to
you have
fall,
not,
bounce
but
your
I think
wings
we're
out
on a
and,
good pace.
you know, don't die.
So I feel
4:15
like
it
it might be
ends.
safer to. Oh, well, you can also.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fine.
We have an hour and
Okay.
35 minutes. Hour and 35
All
minutes.
right.
We need
So this is
18
the arrangement
likes.
we're going with?
Yeah.
We are on
got it.
pace for greatness.
Picking back up once more.
She's in her 50s
And you
now,
crest the
which
moment
isn't
when the wind
horrible.
hits
LOL.
you
Yeah,
and you
nah,
have to
she's
take a
that's.
moment to
Who
adjust.
did I see the
So I
other
have the two
day?
eagles
I
once
was
again roll
looking
for me,
at
please.
Add a d4.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
what the hell? Oh, I'm watching
Strength or
Pushing Pushing Daisies now on Patreon. I just started watching Pushing Daisies.
the
Never
D4.
seen it before in
Do
my
I
life.
get a D4?
You had a D4.
And anybody who's
I
seen
rolled
it, I can't remember her
15,
name.
okay. You both manage to maintain
Chenoweth?
your course in the face.
I
of
think
the strong,
Chenoweth, it's the little
strong
blonde girl
storm.
in it.
It's blowing
She's
you
like
further east. If you keep going
Adorable.
forward, that
This
might
like
be your
little
advantage.
firecracker, hot
Does the
little
storm sound
thing,
Italian?
and they're like making fun of her. And I'm like, why are they acting like she's old?
It's a me.
And I'm like, oh, she's like in her 50s. She looks damn good.
So,
Christian
sounds a
Chenoweth.
little more,
I
wanna
think
say
that's the name. She's up
Sound
there,
music.
and she is gorgeous. Christian Chenoweth. There we go. Yeah, clever.
It's
Chenoweth.
voiceover disease doing an Arnold impression.
I thought she was adorable. She was a little blonde hottie firecracker, a great sense of humor. Little on the annoying side, but I feel like it was intentional.
Oh no.
And I dug it. Pushing Daisies, by the way, I started watching it on Patreon.
Motherfucker.
Instant love.
are my Eagles
I
with
instantly
the
love it. That and Good Omens. I started
It is
both of
tougher
them.
for you to
Good
go at full
Omens is
speed
okay.
carrying
I'll be
the
honest
Silver
with you.
Folk.
I'm like,
It doesn't
okay,
slow
Good
you down
Omens, interesting.
Full.
But I
full- it
really,
doesn't
really
slow you down
like
half
Pushing
speed necessarily,
Daisies.
but
I just love the
you're getting
idea,
quite the
and I
full
think
breadth of this.
the main people are
but you
great.
push
I
on.
think all
You
the
push on
actors
for
are
storm.
phenomenal. So it really helps
By the time the second
with the likability.
hour fades, you find or begin to look for another safe place, and you're still above the mountain range.
We are just coasting,
Straight roll.
looking for
perception.
places to land before we run out of spell and die. Kristen was cute in RV.
Yes, I'm gonna help.
I
look for Tomb
don't.
Taker.
Was that the
Okay,
one with
well then go ahead and make a single roll.
Robin
You'll be
Williams
disadvantaged
RV? If it is, I don't think I ever saw it.
otherwise. No Tomb Taker.
RV.
Seven.
Or is that the one?
19.
It's either with
19.
Robin Williams
You
or Cedric
lose
the
sight of safe
Entertainer.
place. It's too much snow.
Those are
it's
two
too much
totally
wind,
different
it's too much
people.
storm.
But there's a movie in my
you,
head,
however, managed to
and I'm
peek
pretty
over
sure
and you
RV
see
is
there's
Robin
there's
Williams, but
this
something
large
is.
mountain that is supposed to.
I think I'm thinking of another movie that's similar with
with
Cedric the
In
Entertainer.
that little tiny valley,
I know,
it looks
there's-
like there's a safe
they
space
don't
where
look
it's shielded
alike.
from a lot of
They're-
the storm.
I mean,
With that,
Robin
you
Williams,
eventually find
Cedric the
yourself land
Entertainer,
there,
they're like
right in time for the
complete
magic to
opposites,
drop, and
literally.
you safely come to moment of rest, catch your breath. And
She's
feel
also
safe from
in
the freezing elements.
Schmigadoon, which I've also
snow.
never seen. My sister speaks so highly of it.
If you have more spell slots to use, you can
And
give
I
it
know
another
there's
shot.
like a season 2 or something.
Yeah.
And I love
We should keep
Keegan
going,
Michael
try to get
Key.
there as fast as possible,
He's
right?
good. I forget who the girl is. I
What if
know
we use up all our spells and
who's the
then
girl
stupid
in
trance shows up again and then
Schmigadoon. Because
we
I
have no
know
spells to
I
fight
know
back?
her, but I can't remember who it
I
is.
have not been thinking about
But my
that the
sister,
entire time we
I
were in
feel
here.
like RV had Robin Williams. Okay, that's what I thought. What's the one with Cedric? There was like a road trip kind of movie with Cedric the Entertainer that had like a Winnebago or something.
Magic and Aor.
I knew I was pretty sure RV was Robin Williams, but yes,
Holy shit.
whatever the hell I was saying before, Schmigadoon.
I mean,
I hear it's amazing. My sister tried to get us to watch it when my brother visited once, and something happened with the internet, so we couldn't watch it, and we never did.
So,
Cedric is the one about
Same arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
taking the
going up into
kids to
storm
a
once more with these crew.
university.
Go ahead and make
Maybe that's
another
what it
roll.
is. I feel like that makes sense. The Johnsons,
15.
Vacation with the Johnsons, or
17.
something like that.
17. Okay.
Riding with
17.
Oh,
Cedric.
scheisse. Thank you.
Sarah Michelle Gellar,
He's giving him
Jennifer
guidance.
Love Hewitt,
18.
Jennifer
Yeah,
Aniston,
better.
Tiffany
Braving the
Amber
strength of the storm, you guys
Thiessen. I
are
could go on.
Keeping it up pretty well.
Are we
As
talking
exhausted as your bodies
hotties
have
of the
become, even
90s?
within the strain of the spell
Or-
and the strain
yeah,
of
I
pushing
mean,
is
those are some hotties of the
weighing
90s.
on you. You might be a little sore in the morning.
Are we
but
talking
the
three-letter
majority of
name?
this,
Oh,
you know,
Jennifer.
creature's
Oh, Jennifer
body that you're
Aniston.
currently inhabiting
For a
that
second, I was
you've
thinking three-letter
magically
because they all had
crafted
three
is
names.
Managing to keep
Sarah
itself
Michelle Gellar,
pretty
Jennifer
solid
Love Hewitt,
on the path
Tiffany
you're trying
Amber
to go.
It
Thiessen.
looks like it's
But
like
Jennifer
got some
Aniston
really toned
is the most
shoulder.
natural
go.
All-American
Doing
you
a lot
can
of
get,
Candy-X, like
and
Sharon Nichols back
honestly,
out of trouble.
probably my favorite of the bunch.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston has kept it together.
You push
She is
on
like
for another hour
maybe
or so,
hitting 55, 60
and
soon.
The spells begin to fade.
she
You're
is
not
still
through the
gorgeous.
mountain range entirely,
Jennifer
but you begin to
Aniston
see the edge of it.
is
At the very
born
edge.
from
the storm itself is
the
starting to subside a little
gods.
bit. It's not as strong as it was when you first pushed into the sky, but you do not think this spell's duration will carry you to the final length of traversing this plane.
no late. Oh, that's not for me. Sean M. Some other chicks are hot, although they are few and far between.
I mean, I can
Who are
do it
we
again.
talking about? Kristen
We've done it
Chenoweth.
3 times now.
Kristen
yeah, I could do
Bell
it again
is my
for
girl,
wasting
though.
higher spell slots
Kristen
at this
Bell
point.
is very
this is
attractive.
If we,
Oh, we
Is
gotta
it?
look for.
Well, you gotta
It
land
is
first.
Kristen
Land.
Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kristen.
Are you
yeah.
sure?
I'm like, am I saying that wrong? Kristen
ahead
Bell,
and roll perception
very
check for it,
attractive. in
not advantage because it's storm.
what the hell is the movie I'm thinking of? Saving Sarah Marshall. Saving Sarah Marshall.
we get a D4 on this too, right?
She is
It's basically been pumping
probably
into you at this
her
point.
all-time hottest. I feel like.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she's really hot in that. That was the first time I ever was like really introduced to her.
Real good visual.
She is gorgeous,
I'm hoping for it.
Nobody wants to be pumped full
but
of D4s.
I wouldn't
That's
say
a
she's my
terrible idea.
favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to
They're very
think
sharp.
about
They
it.
make they have a point.
I'll let you know if it's important at some point in my life.
You do.
Other,
You do catch one
I mean, right
safe
now,
spot.
who's like hot right
similar
now?
to the first shelf. that
I
you
still
came
think.
from, but it's smaller and slimmer, which means it's going to be a little bit of a precarious landing.
Why'd I
think
just
that
brain
there's
fart
two
on her
of you
name?
Trying to find the
I
space
just was
there
gonna say it.
for the point of the landing. If you could both
Oh my god.
make
the one
dexterity
the-
saving throws for
Barbie.
me using the dex of
Barbie.
your bird forms.
Why am I
To see if you
brain?
can
A
stick the
Harley
landing.
Quinn girl.
Natural
Why did I just lose her name?
Wow, that's 3 in like the past.
Morgan.
21.
Burn it.
Oh my god, I just had it again.
Apparently,
I didn't even.
It is
This
sparkly
space.
space.
This
it must be just
pipe must be pretty smoked.
Okay.
This pipe must be pretty smoked.
What movie is that from?
I am fucked up.
Japan one was
Everybody.
gold.
Constantine.
Now it is physics.
I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? Famous women
Managed
have
to
surgery
skid into
and
it,
makeup
scrape
artists.
and catch yourself to the very edge
Margot
before
Robbie.
going over.
I didn't see anybody post yet. Margot Robbie. I saw it, Shane.
Vanishes
I
underneath
swear to
and
God,
all
you can
your-
check the
your
video.
friendly
I saw it
payload
before you
fall
popped
into
up.
the snow and ice
But
next to
Margot
you.
Robbie. I was
It is
like
a slight angle,
I
an
wanted to say
uncomfortable moment where you
Max.
feel
I'm
yourself
like
kinda gives
not Margot
just
Robbie.
ever, just
But
a
Shane,
bit.
thank you.
That
Shane, also,
slight
did you just
decline
get here?
makes you worried that
Because I didn't
there's
see
a
you.
chance
But
to
Sean
slip off
M,
and fall, but
Shane,
you feel
hello.
pretty comfortable.
If I missed
where you
anybody
landed.
else, you know you're loved.
Okay. Now,
How you guys doing?
Kind of tired.
We are just
Yeah.
flying.
I feel like we're really grinding.
Honestly,
a lot
yeah,
of
we're
wind
like,
in
yeah,
my-
there's,
wind
I
in
was
my
going to
face,
say,
I wouldn't
Ford
be
just
surprised.
confirmed.
Chapped.
I'm like, we're
Looking
just
down
kind of
in the
flying
terrible
here.
s-
We're
trying to
grinding
see
out,
anybody walking,
doing our
making
thing.
their way
We got
to
some
anybody.
ground to make, apparently.
Yeah.
down below.
Yeah.
6 feet under,
Down below.
19.
I haven't seen Barbie yet. I've heard
19.
it's excellent, but you know me.
with
and
disadvantage, is the storm?
comedies. I was going to say comedians. And I'm like, oh, that's not comedians.
16.
It was
Looking
okay.
around,
I
you do not
personally,
see any
I
sign
thought it was very
of
well
anything
made.
Beyond snow,
I thought it
ice,
was
and
very well
stone.
made and everything. It just wasn't like my kind of movie.
Yeah,
but it
that's all
still
you
was good. Like I'd watch it again. I have nothing against
I
it.
could get a person
But
amount
I was
that
like, all
I
right,
could burn
that was a
my
good movie.
Strongest.
And then I moved on with my life.
Kirby.
But I also like I feel like it
You know, I could
wasn't
get a person-
you need
made
one
for
less-
me
less
kind of
person,
movie.
I could
There's a lot going on, and I mean, like you know,
We're gonna do that
everyone
part of it.
will
It's just a
enjoy it.
matter of.
But I
of
feel
whether
like
or not
it
we've
tapped
got,
into like
you know,
things that I was like,
it would-
yeah,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, we've got.
I'm not interested
So,
enough, I guess.
I mean,
But it was a good movie. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
probably
Like
more
I said,
important
good
to
movie.
try to get there right now,
But-
right? Burn through it.
Yeah,
I mean, I would
and
definitely
but
recommend
after
checking
this-
it out.
This is the last one.
My brother
No,
loves
I
it.
mean,
My brother, when he
tomorrow-
visited, was like, "Oh my god, I can't get enough of the Barbie
I
movie,"
want
and I'm
to,
like, "I could see
try to be
that."
conservative
I mean, I could see why people like it.
with our
It's just like you know,
Yeah.
some people like certain
for
things.
many reasons.
Yeah,
But right now we're stuck up a tree or a mountain, so we go again.
we'll go again.
Yeah.
We'll go again.
Good
Too
news to hang onto your butt.
feministic for you? Honestly, it wasn't even that. The
The
funny part is, I
Okay.
like certain
Throw in
parts
the
I
phone,
loved.
yeah.
I loved. I honestly loved the musical
I was
parts
about
of
to say,
it.
yeah.
In the beginning, with the whole dance thing, with the Kens and the Barbies was great. The whole battle at the end with the Kens and the Barbies was great. I feel like in the middle there was just too much like.
your arms, but you do get.
It was just
pushed
like
back
weird
off
when
of
Barbie
her,
went to the
hit
regular
snow,
world,
and begin to
but she was
slide.
still a doll. I don't know, like it was just like the whole thing was weird to me.
Between the two
It had
of you,
nothing to do
you
with
catch
it
him
being
before
like
he
a girl
slides off
movie
the
or
edge
anything
and
like
tumbles
that.
hundreds of feet into
It was
the
just like
ravine
I
below.
felt like the middle got weird, but I like the beginning and the end I loved. The middle
But
was
with
just
that, you pick
weird.
up for a third.
And
hit.
it-
The
I don't know,
storm is
it
not
just
as
kinda
strong as
took
it was,
me
but
out
it's
of it.
Still strong enough. I need you both. The DC is a little lower, but go ahead and both roll either with your
But
strength.
Margot
or
Robbie
dex
was
bonus.
phenomenal,
With a D4.
Natural 20.
and Ryan Gosling was
thank
phenomenal.
God.
I mean, everybody was
What's your
pretty.
total?
I mean, Alan was great.
Okay, the natural 20
I love the
does
thing
help.
with Alan.
That's-
hope
that
so.
would
I love
consider
the
two
whole
successes
the
versus
part where
one
they were all
failure,
like
so,
sitting around
you're real
singing the
lucky you got
whole
that.
same song where all the bar like there were really good jokes. It was a good movie.
So
There were
you
really
can
good
watch as
jokes and
Caleb's
stuff.
starting to
I just
have a hard
they
time
lost
keeping
me in the
pace, and you
middle.
come up from behind and kind of give a tailwind, kind of like
Yeah.
pull off to the side and help block the wind from hitting him. And with that, you begin to make your way down.
I also saw it back to back with
I
Oppenheimer.
might say flaking its
So,
way. But
being as
Oh,
I
no, it's
never
evolving.
rewatched it again, that may have
You eventually
affected
begin
my
to push
my
through the
view.
worst of the storm.
I
You
did the
begin
whole
to see
Barbenheimer.
the mountain range below
I saw
subside,
both opening
leading
night,
into
and I saw Oppenheimer
a
in
somewhat familiar valley.
that
broken
like
ice,
crazy millimeter film
that
or
was
whatever
great.
in IMAX. I don't know if you guys remember.
Right as the spell begins to reach its end,
But I saw
as you begin
Oppenheimer
to descend
first and then
rapidly
saw
to
Barbie.
catch the ground at
So
the very
maybe
base
that
of the mountain
affected
range, which is
my
now to your
view.
south. You glance out ahead, and you can see the clouds are now kind of passing further eastward. There's a little bit
Matt
of break ahead where
is
your vision is a little
making me
better,
feel
and you
like
can
we're
see
almost
now
here.
at this distance, a different perspective, but the same
Oh my
view
God!
of
Well,
the
this
massive,
Star, you fell for the
odd,
Oppenheimer Barbie
sunken
shtick.
valley.
That was the
that
time,
houses the
Star,
ruins of
when
Aeon.
every other day I was going to the
ice
movies.
spires.
So
Get like a cooler.
I didn't necessarily fall for the
view of it. Does
shtick.
anything catch our eye now? We
I
can see it
just
from
was at the
above?
time
Make a perception
going
check.
to
I'll
every
join on that
movie
one.
under the sun.
Yeah.
There was a time where, like, literally
Nope.
every
Like
every
12.
Thursday I'd go see a triple feature. I would go to the movies every
Not in real
Thursday.
additional
My
detail,
AMC
but it
pass
is
What about, is the storm less
restarts on
now?
Thursday,
Do
I think.
Get advantage
Or
on
whatever
my
it is.
perception
You
for
could use
this
3 a
one?
week.
No.
So I would go one day and see 3 movies in a row. Every Thursday, and I got to
do
the
we get a
point
sense for how
where
far
I
we are?
literally like had no
dropped
more
it from
movies
the
to
path.
watch, and that was when
To do that
Oppenheimer,
D4 thing, I dropped it from the
Barbenheimer
path.
came
Yeah,
out. So I was like, hey, I
as
gotta
you all come
do a triple
land
feature
at the base
anyway.
of the
Might as well
mountains,
do them.
forms drop.
I think I watched a horror movie too before
You gather probably
Oppenheimer.
it's another day's
There was,
travel
like-
or so, or a little less than a
I
day's
can't
travel
remember which
before
it
you
was.
get to
It was
the
the.
outpost.
I know
So you
the
did-
movie, but I can't remember
you did
the
make some
name.
good time with that.
Should we?
So what time of day? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, I
But it was
was
like,
just gonna say, should we
honestly, it
just
was a really good
continue on
horror
through the
movie.
night?
So it was like a really
And
good
get
triple
there?
feature. It was the one
Let's see what the weather.
where the
Do-
thing
can
can
you
only
do
be seen in the
house?
light.
Can you do
No,
that?
because we
And
don't want
it's
to go into
it's
where
creepy
it
as hell, and it
gets
was really good. It came
Well,
out like a
we'll
year
get there a day
when it came out when
earlier,
Oppenheimer
though,
and Barbie
so
came out.
we can
I
take
can't
a-
remember the goddamn name, but it was a really good horror
Well,
movie.
if we're only a day
Like
away, then it
of
hardly
recent, one of the
matters, I
better
suppose.
ones.
Let's see how it goes.
It was a creature feature, and
Just
the
a wild
creature
mother
only
tell
came
you- does
out
she tell you we should
to
sleep?
little kids
Well, Mother
or
says
something,
that when it gets dark and
or
cold,
only when
you should sleep,
saw it
and then
in
when
the
it warms up and
shadows.
gets light, you should move.
I don't remember a whole lot about the
that.
details because I was drinking a
Let's
lot.
keep moving until it's dark and cold.
I just remember
Everybody
I was like,
chooses
holy
its own
shit,
language.
this is actually a scary movie.
Yeah?
Is that code for go to the end of the day and rest?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was like.
Good, because
Jessica
I'm
Biel,
also worried about.
Jessica
we were talking
Alba.
about negotiating, perhaps, but
I
there's
just
a chance
when
that
you
we'll
said,
be
I mean,
off.
Jessica Biel is very
You-
attractive as
you
well.
and I will fuck
Jessica
Actually,
Alba
with that, I'll summon the
is
sword and cast
very
send to the
similar
village, because we
looking
haven't
to
done
one
that
of my
once since we've been
ex-girlfriends
wearing the
from
necklaces.
back in college.
All right.
And I
Make a perception
always
check.
loved Jessica Alba. So
gosh,
she,
they're just
because of
still scrying.
that and her being Jessica Alba,
Damn!
she is definitely on my top 10 of all time.
So as you pull, as the sword
I think even now,
apparates
she
out of
just
your
did a
hand
Netflix
forth,
movie.
and as you bring it ahead
She
of
is
you,
gorgeous
the energy
still.
glows off.
Jessica
and you watch
Alba,
as the
go check
blade
it out. It
begins
was
to
called
glow,
like I
and
Will
this
Kill
energy
You
from
because
behind
I'm
Ford's eyes
amazing
begins to
and
glow
hot.
with it, and with
That was the name of the movie.
Your sight
I Will Kill
clicks
You
into the
because I'm
spectrum
amazing and
beyond what
hot.
it's normally capable.
And they're
of
gonna make a
mortals.
sequel.
Glancing about, you
But
give a
she was
very keen
gorgeous, kicking some ass.
view, and no sign
She was
of
banging
any
dudes
sort
in
of
it. There was
drifting,
some
invisible
sexual content
arcane
with Jessica Alba in this movie. If you're interested in that,
portals, nothing.
Money well spent.
Thank
we
you.
are
They
showed her
Derek.
butt.
Billboards.
I don't think they showed her boobs. They showed her butt. I'm
there's
pretty
advertising.
sure.
There's a blimp, but
It could have been a
actually
butt
that wasn't
double,
pertinent. to
but
this.
I
Hashtag not sponsored.
don't care because I thought it was Jessica Alba.
Not an ad.
That's all that matters, everybody. Charlize
So,
Theron.
what's the plan?
Did
Just
somebody
to
say
trudge
that? Oh no,
until
I
it is
see.
too dark
Oh wait, maybe I
to
did
feel
see
safe,
Charlize
and then
Theron.
we'll plunk down. So
Charlize
that
Theron.
we
If even
A
if
little
that
bit
isn't what I
further.
see,
Yeah, with the
she's
travel to
amazing.
the mountains, the travel then to the. To
I
the
just
range there, and you
rewatched
guys
Prometheus
left
the other day
grove
because of
a little bit
Romulus.
before noon. So
And in that,
you're getting
she
pretty
is
close to
working
dusk.
out
You
in
might
her
have another-
underwear,
an
and she
hour,
is
under an
quite
hour of light before you
Lovely.
hit
And this
night.
is like, she's in her
And the
40s
days
at
are
that
a
point,
little
probably.
shorter anyway. So you continue to push and push for this final hour. As the
We're
light begins
pushing
to
the
go,
final hour, everybody.
So does the
It's the
temperature.
final
While it is not a raging
countdown. Where is
storm,
it?
thankfully,
Why isn't
there is still a
nobody
cutting
joining
breeze
in with
that
me?
blows through.
Not you guys.
There is no snowfall.
I'm shocked one of them
There doesn't
didn't
appear to be
do it.
moisture or enough moisture in the air to
Not going to ruin
exhibit
your
any sort of
imagination.
storm front. But it's enough to remind
Just
you of just how desolate and
but
biting this
it's
landscape
coming.
is.
I was like, did I miss
As the
something?
final
It's
bits
coming.
of light begin
It's
to vanish into
coming.
the
Probably the wrong
blue,
words I should be
purple
using
twilight
right
horizon.
now. I'd
choice is
dig
yours to continue
Margaret
at bedtime.
Thatcher. I'd dig Margaret
I make
Thatcher
one more
up.
vote to keep going.
Margaret
second
Thatcher,
it.
something on a
felt it,
cold
But
day.
I also know.
Oh,
happens if
Margaret
something-
Thatcher
what happens
naked
if
on
you
a
run
cold
into
day.
anything?
Is that Austin
Well,
Powers? Margaret
it could
Thatcher
be.
naked
What
on a
happens if
cold
something
day.
attacks us here?
Yes, that's definitely
Well,
Austin
Jesus,
Powers. Because I don't know any other
House.
British thing I've seen
So
that would
nothing.
have
We
that
either choose to
line in
be
it.
safe no matter what, or we.
I say
Wait.
we go wasting
Charlize
our
is only
spell slot, we go
49.
for
How
another
old
hour
was she
as far as
in-
we can, and then we do the tower.
What is MJY?
We cannot do the tower. We
Mission
would do the dome.
Can you? if we
Jumba.
don't-
Teleported us.
You. What is
Yeah, no, okay.
MJY?
Dome's good.
That's fair.
The first thing I can remember Charlize
eyes,
Theron
no
in
trying.
was
Okay.
Devil's Advocate. She was
Unless they
probably in
just happen
stuff
upon us
before
in the middle
that,
of
but
fucking Eiffel
Devil's
Cross.
Advocate is
Should
the
be all right
first
with
thing I remember
all right.
seeing her in my life, my personal life.
Okay.
I feel like it's your comfortability.
Yeah.
And she was gorgeous in that too. She got naked in that. She went full frontal, I'm pretty
Dome
sure.
it up or fly it up.
In Devil's
One more
Advocate.
hour.
You ever
One more
want
hour
to
Light.
flying.
check out
And then
Charlie's?
one minute.
Charlie's.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
Charlie's
it's a risk, it's a
Chaplin.
small risk, let's see.
Charlie's
Okay.
Chaplin.
One more hour
And
flying.
buy her
Hour
again.
Okay.
Wait.
The
Oh,
owls
oh,
or-
I'm reading that as something else. Oh, and bury her again.
Owls
I'm
are
like,
not
and
as
buy
strong
her
as
again.
eagles.
Nicole Kidman
So
in
I think
Moulin
we should
Rouge
study
is top
eagles.
3 for me, I
Will you
think.
be able to see in the dark?
I've never known how much I loved her red hair and
That's
blue
true.
eyes. Nicole Kidman is
Unless
quite
I've
attractive. You know what I loved her
Psych,
in,
the hours of
Colleen?
attention,
And I kid
perception
you
checks that
not,
rely on
she is
hearing
like
or
one
sight.
of my favorites because
So
of
you can
this
listen, huh?
role. I forget the name.
Try to
No,
listen to
Days of Thunder.
listen
Days
more
of
for
Thunder
proximity.
Okay.
with Tom Cruise
I'm
and
still
her, and I
storming
believe
there,
at
is
the
it
time they were dating or
There's a wind blowing. Yeah, it's not a
started dating in
storm
real
per
life.
se, but there is a
I
bright
think
wind
she
blowing.
is
Then it cancels out. Then you might as well
gorgeous.
just stick with Eagle.
I mean, she's always gorgeous, but she is like
Yeah.
the girl next door. I'm a doctor. Don't
Okay.
tell me what to do. I'm gonna
Owls don't
also
have
be
dark
the
vision?
hottest thing you ever saw kind
Weird
of
sense of
girl
night
in that
creatures.
movie.
They do.
I think
How's dark vision?
Nicole
Dark vision,
Kidman,
120 feet.
greatest
Then we should.
is in
Two
Days
Owls.
of Thunder.
They don't fly as fast.
Days of Thunder, hottest she's ever been. Tell me I'm wrong.
Owls?
She
or
also
eagles?
was very young, like at the time.
Let's
Like
do
that. I
owls,
mean, that
let's do
sounds
owls.
creepy the way I said it. I mean, she was like in her 20s. She wasn't that young,
and eagles.
but like I feel like she was like in her prime. She was like
So owls,
young
yeah.
and out of college and like
What's the
ready
strength
to
value on the owl?
take on the
it
world. And
is
Tom
13
Cruise was like,
plus one.
"Marry me, you
Versus the
bitch."
eagle,
She's
which
like,
was,
"All right, I will,"
that
and
one
it was
is
horrible for them
16?
both.
Giant
Would it be
Eagle,
stupid? Is that dumb?
16.
Is that a big?
Okay.
That's a big difference. Would we
Just
not be able
popping in to
carry
say hello.
more than
Well,
one?
Emily
a
Mary,
little
you
bit
came in
slower.
at a
We've done
great
it before,
time.
so
We're
we know from the
talking
past.
crazy
But-
things, mixing up movies.
So if Slingy, if you're
Let
on
me
owls, try to go a
out
little bit slower with this
of
group
the
you're holding
car.
on to. Just because you only move as
Let
fast as
me
the slowest
out
of you.
of the
But you will be able to see in the
cockle.
dark
See in the dark.
and have stealth bonuses.
That
I don't know
when
what
you
that
travel.
That
is
seems
referring
smart,
to.
yeah.
Point,
Am
yeah.
I saying that wrong?
Okay. So,
We also
I
always
got
have
to
that.
IMDb.
but just
Colleen,
want to make sure you made the informed
That
decision.
was
if you
Nicole
would-
Kidman in Devil's
us
Advocate,
before?
wasn't it? No, Nicole Kidman
You gotta have hope, man.
was not in Devil's
With
Advocate. That was definitely Charlize
Quiet.
Theron.
The two owls take off.
Boop, boop,
and
boop,
the
boop,
wind
boop.
blowing
I've had a
helps
crush on that
cover
woman since
Any
Mighty
sound that may
Joe.
come from the already
Mighty Joe
super
Young?
quiet wings of these
Mighty
two owls.
Joe. Is
I
that-
need you
is that the
both
one with the
to make
gorilla?
stealth checks for me, please.
I feel like that's the one with the
Stealth
gorilla.
checks?
Stealth
The
checks,
owl.
everybody. Here we go.
Yeah.
Stealth
Owl
checks.
makes
Something
sound
might
on
occur.
fire.
There actually
According
might
to
be
this.
something about to happen.
So we get advantage?
We've been into this 40 minutes exactly. As
would be great.
weird as that is, I just
No,
looked.
and on the stat block, does it
40
give you a bonus to
minutes,
stealth,
which
or-
means we have an hour and
No,
it's
20
just
minutes
plus
left.
9.
But in
No,
20 minutes,
my
we're taking
rolls are
another
social
shot. I
balls.
held off
I rolled pretty ballsy
because I
too.
think that
But
weed
I
hit
got,
me so goddamn
13 total.
hard that I feel like
13,
I'm
okay,
drunker than
and
shit. And what we had was the one shot. So we're
no, that's not
gonna
possible.
wait
We have a
20
plus
minutes
9 to
on
stealth
that
bonus.
shot. But that's the
As an
hour
owl?
countdown.
As an
We're
owl.
Does it say that
18
on,
likes
I didn't
away,
see it on-
everybody.
Giant owl,
18 likes
skills,
away.
stealth, plus
20
9,
minutes away from the
perception,
hour
plus 10.
countdown.
Make a sound when they fly.
And we're having a good time, I
there
think.
it
Are we
is.
having a good
Plus
time,
4
everybody?
stealth.
Is Jay
Yes,
talking
plus
too
4.
much about nonsense?
Wait, what?
I am paying attention.
Giant owl.
We are Giant Owl.
I'm looking
No,
at it.
Skills,
I'm
stealth,
just
plus
reading it.
9, perception,
But
plus 10.
We are paying attention.
What you looking at?
It
I
says
just feel like
giant
right now
owl,
nothing
large beast.
really important is going on enough for us
I'm
to have
not
to
looking
put
at D&D, I'm
100%
looking at
attention to it.
secondary things.
I'm looking at D&D Beyond,
Maureen?
and it says perception plus 5, stealth plus 4.
Oh,
I'm looking at a
Maureen
ranger's
O.
companion. I'm
I
looking
don't
at
know
a
what
giant
that,
albeast
what that
companion.
means.
Oh, gotcha.
Maureen.
Which is
You've
weird
been
that it's different than
obsessed
just
with
being
it.
a regular
Oh
owl.
yes,
And
I've been
you
obsessed
bless
with
us?
it.
In theory,
Bill
I've been pumping it
Paxton.
into you, so you
All right,
should get a
I'm
D4
skipping
for
it.
that.
Keep doing it.
Kidman
I'm
was
gonna
in
keep
the
pumping.
others.
Pumping it into him.
7
And
for me.
Dead
It
Cop
changes
with Bill
everything.
Paxton. Yes, it's
I mean,
the
I don't know
that's your-
if it's a lot different.
That's
than everything else,
Hitified
but that's
King
not
Kong.
cool. So I only rolled an 8 if
I
it's
rolled
only
a
a
2
plus
on the
4.
20.
Cole.
Plus 4 is 6.
Okay.
Oh, Cole Trickle. Are you talking about
guys-
Cole? Days of Thunder quote. Let
The
me
wind
out of
does
the
not
car,
prevent you
Cole.
from
Oh yes, I
cleaving
know what you're
through the
talking
air
about.
without issue.
Let me out of the car,
Quietly,
Cole.
you assume.
You
traverse through the sky
now
in
it's
the direction
amazingly
that you recall
good. I literally was
will
like,
lead you
car.
closest
I was
to the
like, car. Well, it
outpost
is
in the
car.
night.
Let me out of the car, Cole. The cock hole. Let me out of the
Nothing seems
cock
to pay
hole.
mind in the
I know
darkness.
exactly the scene you're
Nothing
talking
blocks
about
your
because I've seen
Nothing
it.
catches
Days
your
of Thunder
attention. Sound
was
nor
one of the
sight.
first movies I got when I got my
The night passes.
new surround sound
made
set
some
up with my
progress.
TV. Days
But
of
you find yourself
Thunder
having to land
was one of the
somewhere
first
amongst the
4K
darkness
movies
below.
I got because it was like remastered 7.1 surround.
both make perception
and my
checks.
setup is nuts. So I
You do have dark
literally
vision, which means
maxed it out and
you do not
started
have
Days of
to-
Thunder so I could hear
no
the
Yeah, but-
exhaust
exactly, but you don't have advantage
shake
because
my
it's in your
house
sight,
to
so you both have advantage on the
pieces.
perception check.
I don't
So
care if
add
my
your
goddamn
wisdom
roof
modifier.
collapsed. It was
Perception is
amazing
+5.
and worth it,
So much
but it
better.
didn't. My roof is solid.
21
Don't
plus
worry.
that D4.
Plus that D4.
That's great.
That's where the owls really come in handy.
28.
16.
16. No, it's still 28's pretty slick.
Pretty slick, everybody. We're doing
You
well.
do
A
see
butterfly
as you
just
begin
landed
to-
on my finger and
to
has
come
been
down,
chilling for
you were
like
a
3
little bit
minutes.
off track.
Poor
But you're
little
towards
guy
the
has
outer
a fucked
kind
up
of,
wing. That
kind of
there
southwestern
he is.
to south edge
there
of
he
the Aeoran
is.
caldera, where the valley begins
Demons?
to kind of sink a bit.
Italian
And you see
movie. Check
one
it out.
shelf
Yes.
of broken rock that has been
The
kind
Quiet
of pushed
Man. She
up.
was in with John
And you
Wayne.
can
Sean.
now on this
Demons.
side, which you haven't seen.
I've
up close,
reacted to
you can
on the
see where
channel.
there's
I think
almost
there's an
smaller
edited
mountains and
version on
hills that are pushed
YouTube.
up around impact.
There's
Something
some of them I
the
edited up.
city
Demons
likely,
might
when
have
it
been one of them,
crashed,
but I
pushed up a lot
never
of
saw it
surrounding
before
stone and rock
and
in
was
the
asked to
vicinity. You
react
can
to it
see
for
there's almost like a
Halloween,
smaller
like
mountain
last year or the
ridge
year before.
along the edge.
So I have
And you can see
seen
there's probably
and reacted.
likely
on the channel
some
to
spaces there
Demons.
to sleep to keep
There's like a
somewhat hidden
trilogy,
from the
right,
open
Sean?
plain around.
I think
as
there's
well as
like
from the elements
3
if
of
needed.
them,
So with that,
possibly
if the spell
more.
comes to a
I
conclusion,
think I remember
you
there
find a
being
spot.
3, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so we can put the dome up in one of these divots in the earth.
What happened, Sean, was
exhausted.
somebody started requesting
about doing
Italian
it
horror
unless
movies.
anyone has
So I
anything else.
No, I
saw
think that's a good plan.
tons of them, not just
Some snow on
demons.
top of it once it's
There's
up.
2.
Okay, 10 minutes
I
later,
saw
a white dome.
Tons of Italian horror. There was like a trilogy,
Cool. Nice
something
snowman
by
heck
the
out of it.
cemetery.
I have a technical question.
Yes.
I really did
Turning
enjoy
into a
them, but
creature, should it be
they
like
were
the
very
wild
bizarre. I
shape
can't
creature, or
remember
should
the
it be
names
like
of
we
it.
should
It's
choose
like
them out because apparently
one of
all
them
the
was called
stats are
something by
different
the
depending on which
cemetery,
one you choose, 'cause I
and
just
all
went
of them
with wild
kind
shape.
of
Treat it like an
had
enemy
something to do
beast.
with one another, but they were disjointed
Play it from
just do a search
because it
for
was like
giant
70s
owl.
and 80s, and
Yeah,
they didn't
but
pay
you have
too
to
much
choose,
attention about
like,
continuity.
what you
I
want to
guess.
add it in, which category. And there's beast companion, familiar, infusion, psychic, wild shape, mount, pet.
Mount.
Mount.
I just go under monsters and search for giant owl.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Treat it like
I
a
can't
random.
remember if I
Curious as to
saw
what
the
that setup
sequel
is,
though,
because
Sean.
That sounds kind of cool.
Okay.
I
I'll
remembered
show
there
you
being
later.
more than
No worries.
one, and I don't know if I've
a
actually
picture of him,
seen
too. He's just
the
like,
other.
"No,
I just
no,
remember
right now."
seeing the first. The Argento movies, yes, yes, yes.
Maybe it's
That
That's David
definitely
Bowie,
sounds
right
familiar.
oh yeah, Labyrinth is strong.
It's like a loosely
Alrighty.
connected trilogy.
So
So did Jay say he
You
was
gather up
watching
and
the
rest for the
trailer at
evening.
the end of the stream or
Much
separately
warmer
for
in
the
the
stream? Just
entire-
wondering.
the
Adam,
entirety of this dome
immediately
than it has
after
been
we're
on the
done, I'm
journey
going to
here.
react
There's
to
a
it
welcome
and
shift in pace.
throw it up on YouTube. I just want to do it that way so
Anything you wanna do for
people
the evening, we'll go ahead and cut to
can
the morning.
prepare for the
I
coming
just have one
of
question,
Gozer. No, so they can
because when I
see that we're going to
examined when I
react
got
to
the
it.
color
Oh, and I
working
punched the mic.
together in the
It's
plane of fire,
better
it
for
was
me to
under
do it that
duress
way, just to
and
draw on
exhaustion.
more people
So I
to
know
join
that
our
we
family
powered
over
it, but I don't
here
know if I
by throwing up the
understand
trailer and being like,
how
"Come
it
watch our reactions
works.
to
Do I need
Vox
to fiddle with
Machina,
it
the greatest
more
show that has ever
to ascertain
been
how to operate
shown
it,
by
or have I already
shows."
figured that out with all of
So
my
I will
You
do
figured
it.
out
I
with
will
the
do it.
tinkering
You will
you've
get to
done.
see it, Adam.
is currently functional and powered. It would need to
But-
be
but-
affixed
in a separate video.
to somebody, which would likely involve a successful grapple.
Right. Manually.
One
Correct.
was
It would be a
cinema, two
contested
was
grapple.
in an
Then once
apartment
affixed,
building. Apartment
it functions.
building.
Okay.
Were they How many
Couple
years
questions
between,
before we bed
my
down.
friend?
Do you
I
think
feel
we're
like
gonna need
it
to
was
find
probably a
path
long
again
time
tomorrow,
ago.
Or should I put it away?
I was curious of
depends
your
on the
thoughts
weather.
on Wisdom
I'll keep it
Saga.
up,
If
then.
you're listened,
There's
oh,
other
to
things I'd
Star.
like to
That's
have.
at
And do we
Star.
want to talk to
Oh, that's why
Brent
Star
tonight
said
or
blah, blah,
tomorrow?
blah. Let this
His
dude
messages, I
get his
guess.
views, y'all.
I feel like we need to get to Essik first.
Everybody, 18 likes away. We
yeah,
are
that's a very good
18
point.
likes
Should I send a
away
message to Essek?
from doing another
not be
30
willing
minutes.
to
Here we
help
go.
you.
Are we gonna send Essek?
So,
This is what I'm waiting for.
Best we defer.
yeah, you can let him know that we're
All right, here we go.
Okay.
This is
Tomorrow.
interesting, everybody. Here we
Okay.
go. Not that the rest wasn't, but there wasn't a lot going on. We were
like
doing a lot of
less than
flying.
A day away. We'll be there pretty soon. How are you?
Sending to
holding up?
Essek.
Don't freak out. Are you preparing for our big battle, though?
Yeah, what is that? He counted that. Why did it look like Ford counted though, like for 3 or 4 words?
I have increased the guard.
Essek last time sounded like
Waiting
he
for
was
your arrival.
shitting his pantaloons. Essek was like,
We have a lot
"Get
to
your
discuss.
asses here right now. I don't like any of this. I am worried. I hate everything. I
Decide
might
if you
just
will be
cry
welcome.
myself to sleep tonight.
Hurry and be safe.
Hurry and be safe." I mean, he was a little calmer this time. I gotta admit.
doing okay.
Way calmer. Yeah, he's doing okay. Say, psh, psh, psh. Way better than last time. Last time he was shaking.
Do you want to ask Vandrin
Scared.
which jungle he's in?
I was
want me
I was
to?
worried for him. Let me
gonna send a
know
message to Vandrin.
on Discord or something.
Okay.
Oh, that's something else.
Okay.
DM me or whatever on Discord. I don't want to put the channel out there. Blah, blah, blah. It was 80s. Check them out again. You can
Hi.
thank me later. 80s, the
again.
Demons movie.
What jungle are you in?
Oh,
I'm
here we
with
go
Ford.
again.
He's just wondering. He misses you. I love to see
We
that.
are sending again to a great man.
He's. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
I am curious about this. We have ventured, well, I have ventured to guess, is it possible he is stranded on an island? But he didn't ask for help. That's the only thing.
I
He
think you speak
seems
it out loud.
like somebody that would be stranded on an
I
island.
definitely speak it out.
But I feel like he would immediately have been like, send help to my location.
It starts with a chuckle.
Maybe he's happy being lost.
Not entirely sure who this is,
Maybe he's on the lost
but uncomfortable
island
enough.
and he loves the mystery.
Somewhere near Besaft.
Near Besaft.
Besaft.
Not even really sure.
Not even really sure.
It's in the ocean somewhere, right?
Near the whale?
That's
In,
it.
Yeah, I remember
in the
it.
ocean. Sam is saying it's in the ocean
Near
somewhere.
Besaft. He says he's
I-
near Besaft.
Shut up
Where's
and plan your
Besaft?
game.
Okay.
Shut up and play your games.
Pretty
I
in the
think
Near the
I don't remember ever hearing Besaft.
Besaft.
Near the staff.
B-I-S.
Yeah, she goes near the staff.
I.S.
Near the staff?
We've passed through
What
there.
is happening?
Did we?
I don't
I
recall
reckon
ever
we
hearing
remember
of
seeing it somewhere on
Besaft.
the map.
But Sam said he thinks it's an
Besaft.
island
out there.
or out
He
in the
seemed
ocean
unsure where
somewhere.
he
Got
is.
it.
Ford.
I think he's stranded,
Where
but
is it?
maybe
Where is
he
it?
doesn't want to be found.
Where is it, Ford?
Ford, tell us.
Sure.
What? What does that
Sure.
mean? What does
Where
this
is
mean?
it?
What does it mean?
It's the nearest island to where our ship
So
exploded.
he's stranded on the island nearest
when
the
we
ship
went down.
where we went down. He's on the island nearest to where the ship went down. You know what that means?
Maybe.
He's stranded. He's been stranded, or he made a life for himself. He has people.
Right,
He has
I thought so,
friends.
yeah.
He dances and sings with the
It's been the
crabs
first logical
and has
place
a
to look.
crustacean
Where would you swim? if you
wonderland.
survived?
Has he been stranded there this whole time?
So in D&D, can you make up
Oh, no, he
stories?
got a book. I mean, he's been to civilization.
I feel like
Other
others would be
people
better
on
at
the
saying,
island. I don't know.
because
I'll
I'll
check that
probably
later.
say wrong things.
Yeah.
Somebody
I mean,
else
we
will
went to
probably
see with a copy of
mention
Dust
it
Love.
or
Maybe
something.
everybody
But
does.
It's true.
is
Unless
somebody
it was on the
answer
ship and it
Sean's
was
question?
on the wreckage and
Please.
washed up on.
That
I
would
don't
be
mean to
why
sound
he would read a
demanding.
book like
Answer
that
his
instead
fucking
of,
question, everybody.
I don't know. Maybe he likes
By the
things
way,
like
It's all
we are
there
down
is.
to 1 hour and 9 minutes. We're almost at the
It's
hour
fine.
countdown. We're
We have
pouring a shot right
things
now
we are
for it.
Focusing on.
Everyone pour your shots. We have less than 9 minutes till I chug the shot.
You
I
have to make
fall
it out.
over and I start spewing
plan.
obscenities. Well, I
We
already
all
that.
do.
Pour in the shot.
I know we all kind of all said our goodbyes, but
That's our hour countdown shot. We still need 18 likes, everybody.
for watching you,
18 likes
your
needed.
family today,
Almost
and
down to an hour.
you.
Making up stories is D&D. That's kind of what I thought, but I didn't want to, in case there was like a
I'm prepared
but.
to die,
He's probably playing D&D with the
but
crabs.
it's not fair to them.
Okay, time to get heavy.
I'm prepared
Adam
to
says-
do whatever it takes to save them.
Adam says.
Dying may be involved, but prepared to
Is
do
this
the work.
see this music right now? Is this like the get
Preferably
serious
die.
music? Because I feel like whenever it gets serious, a lot of the times
prepared to
this
die.
music is playing.
We gotta do this.
You definitely can't die.
Nope.
Yeah, you definitely. I feel like we should make a pact right now that if Veth is in danger, we make a human shield around her because
Hopefully
her
one of us
life
will.
is more important to me. It's one of those things I'd rather die and let if it was a choice.
Send just
If it
you.
was a choice, and I was like Ford,
Back
let's
to that.
say, I'd be like, I'd rather Ford die than Veth because Ford, no offense,
course I can.
but you know, you die, no one's gonna be like traumatized and grow up
Well,
defeated
come to
or distraught. And I don't want little Luke to have to worry about this.
Look how good we're doing. We've got this.
We've totally got this.
We're gonna be fine.
I think
Made it back
it's
here, we didn't run
downtime
into
chill
the
music,
mountain,
but it
closed the
wouldn't
distance,
surprise me.
incredible
Just
time.
drink a buzzball.
We're
2
doing
for 1.
really
What
good.
is this buzzball stuff? Clever. Could you explain this to
Eyes
me?
on the
The
prize.
guy at the arcade,
yep.
Don't
he
usually
is
do
like
it, but yes.
just turned 20, so
I
he is
do
not
die,
legal to
I'm not
drink,
saying I'm going
but
to,
he gets
but
people to
if
buy
I
him
do-
alcohol. And obviously, I
promise
don't
I'll
buy
come
it
back
for
and
him
haunt you guys.
because I don't understand
One
what
by
he's talking
one,
about. He every
you'll
week
get little
now
surprises.
he'll go.
It'll
I
be so
can't
much
wait to
fun."
go home. I want a buzz ball, and I thought it was like a Jack and Coke
Do
or
we have
something
any
like that, like a
requests?
mixed drink that he was making.
What do you
And
mean,
every
last
week
week?
he's like, I can't wait to
No,
go home and
like,
I'm gonna have a buzz ball
Is there
or
anything
two.
any of you?
And I'm like, what
things
exactly
go
is a
south,
buzz ball? And he goes,
is there
what do you
anything
mean?
You're
It's
just
a
assuming
buzz
you'll
ball.
live.
And I'm like,
You'll live and
I'm
be
going to
able
be fine. Yeah.
it's like you
Same
buy
here.
it.
I
And he
mean,
goes,
we're
yeah,
just
you
gonna
just.
be the
And I'm like, I've
executors of
never
your
heard
will.
of this.
Yeah. Which is
I
basically.
am a liquor store.
I mean, you're all
and
gonna
I've
be
never
fine.
heard of this.
Well, someone's gonna have to.
But do tell,
Mary,
and it's
yeah.
time to pay attention.
Well,
It might have to be you. If
I
you're the
don't
only
think
one.
that's
If you're the only
going
one, you have to
to
take
work.
care
It
of
might
him
have
and my
to be.
child.
I mean, if you have any porn lying around that you want us to get rid of or a browser history.
How
you want
much
us to
longer is the
clear, I have to
episode?
say,
We
I
are
have a lot
6
of
minutes
eligible
away
siblings. I'm
Yeah.
from the hour
just gonna
countdown
put that out
start.
there and
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
take a
true.
shot.
Definitely
definitely know my
delete my
parents.
browser.
are
Focus
eager to get
time,
rid of
we were
a couple
watching.
of them.
It's a 15% mixed drink,
But yeah, I
ball
mean, I
shaped,
think if
buzz
any of us
ball.
don't make it, the others will vouch.
And you
for it.
buy it like in a drinkable
their
thing,
families
or
and-
you have to get it at like a place.
I mean,
Buzz
want
balls
us
are
to
like
hunt
the
down
poke ball
Vandrin and
or
tell him
pokeballs, balls,
how much you missed it?
pokeballs of drinks.
Or-
I don't know how I've
or-
never heard of
Yes.
this.
Or do
This is
anything?
all like
Yes, of
happened
course.
recently, and I'm
I
like,
don't
what?
think I would have to tell
the
you
fuck
that,
are
though. I
buzz
think you would do
balls?
it anyway. I would look after all of your next of kin. I know what you want.
We're making packs right
What do
now.
you
You
want?
hear
Yeah,
this?
do you want us to draw dicks for the rest of our lives?
We're making packs right now. Like, yo, don't worry about it. Anything bad happens, we'll take care of your kid.
Should
We're gonna
we- I
make.
mean,
we're
should
gonna
we
shower them
follow
with
the
millions of
traveler?
dollars and gold
Oh
and
no,
gems.
I don't think he needs that anymore. But do keep him some company, because he's gonna be real bored if I'm, I would say go visit my mom.
I've said this
You know.
before, but I hope the traveler comes in.
Throw some chaos into her life.
I would
it's
hope
good
the
for her.
traveler, in the midst of our
And your dad, too?
major battle, comes into
He
play.
might provide enough chaos now. I don't know. Ooh, if I'm not around, and you are, you really have to make sure they stay together, okay?
We got to keep
Really
Ruby
parent trap
and
them
the
if it
gentleman
hasn't already
together.
happened.
Sure.
Okay.
Really parent
Sure,
trap them.
I'll say to the gentleman.
I'm
that
watching
Marion-
everybody. I got it. It's the new fireball.
is sick.
Fireball.
How you can't break up with a sick person, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll tell Marion that the gentleman is too scared to confess his love to her, and then they'll
that's
stay
perfect.
together.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
That's, I think tricking people into staying together is always the best
Yeah.
possible way. And then also the other thing I think you should do is
Lying and
you-
deceit
you,
is the
Caleb,
best way to
if you
keep people
survive and I
together.
don't.
Well, that will not happen.
That reminds, like
You have to
somebody
draw a
once
dick
told me
in
I
every
was
single
young,
temple.
and so it was a woman,
Temples specifically.
and I was on a
Every
job.
single temple that you come across, there has to be one dick you leave behind.
Well, I promise
Always
I will.
one dick left behind.
And what about you, Mr.
Never
Caleb?
leave a man
Do you
behind.
want
But
us-
in this case,
what-
we're
what-
leaving a
what
dick
would be
behind.
the thing that would make you happy in death? Would it be us killing Trent Ekathon?
Oh, look, we're getting all of our wishes out. I had it. Remind me
I
a
don't
funny
have enough
joke
ammo
about
right
a married
now.
woman later. It's a real life story, but I don't want to miss Caleb.
Make sure that no more children. Are bent away from their purpose in life.
All right.
Not as much fun as drawing dicks, but I'm down for
Not-
that. We will do it.
Mine was way more funny and enjoyable. Yours
We'll do it.
just took down the whole group.
Bo, any requests?
Took down the whole group.
Kind of in the same boat as Caleb. Yasha. You all are my family. Maybe make sure TJ, my little brother, is okay. Still think him and Luke would be good friends.
I agree. TJ, Luke.
I do have a request, though.
Uh-oh. Kill my father.
I don't know what these eyes do. And I was hoping that maybe I could gain some knowledge on how to use them to our advantage, but if last night told me anything, it feels like it's just a device for Molly, Lucian. I don't know if I'll ever stop doing that. If it goes bad, and I'm not on your all's side anymore,
Is she going to be like, use my body to figure it out?
my request is for you all to live. One way or another. If it goes bad, take me out.
There's a little puff of sparkly cloud next to me, and a white cat appears and trundles across the
That just worried
distance
me.
of the dome.
The way
Calls
she
them
said
to
that,
laugh
now
and
I'm
does little
concerned.
circles and
You guys made me
stretches
focus, and now I'm worried that Bo's gonna die. Is Bo gonna fucking
What do you
die?
think?
Did you guys well, I mean, you guys didn't spoil it because you
the
wanted
odds
me
of us
to
waking
see
up
it.
changed again.
I like all of a sudden have the horriblest feeling that Bo's gonna die based on the way she just said that.
If what she's talking about does
Marisha's freaking me out.
if I am out of control,
Marisha's body language is like it's so much sadder after her saying
the
that.
problem.
Like I feel like she is
I'm calling
already
my favor.
dead.
if it comes to that, you will stop me. Utterly.
I honestly I enjoy
I made you.
that we're all telling each other and laying it out there, but like I almost feel like it's depressing. Like we gotta like be more positive and more like maybe we should have had this talk
It won't come. To
a day ago.
No, we are the
I
mighty
feel
Nine.
like we need to be like let's get the fuck over there and kill these bastards. Like we need to pump ourselves up.
Caleb, can you put pretty visions on the dome tonight?
That would be nice.
There you go, pretty visions. There you go, a good start. Put up some pretty visions. Pretty visions. That sounds like something that like somebody a toy they would sell.
Well,
Pretty visions. Fancy ponies.
I start a small fire in the center of the dome.
small
Just
fire
not concentration.
in the
So
center of the dome.
a small fire starts up, and globules start to slowly rotate around our heads.
They're all
very
making
slow,
peace
casting shadows that
in
are constantly
case
moving.
the die. I'm reading that
And
wrong.
the
This is what
fire,
people going into
using
highly
controlled
dangerous
flames,
situations
begins
do.
to take
Oh, so
one
this is like
shape after
typical.
another.
You guys got to remember, I've never fully watched a campaign ever.
I just start running through things that pop into
Maybe
my
this
head.
is
to
just the
see
way in which it's taken care of. Right now,
crudest
to
form
them,
of,
this is a suicide
nine
mission. They're
gentlemen
preparing for the worst.
dancing, and
I just wanted to have.
we
I
see a ship
agree
at sea.
that is all true. I was just thinking we probably should have had this conversation sooner.
We see the fire flatten out into a plane, and we see two feminine forms at the center of it sitting on the ground together. We see a little house ringed in
Putting affairs in
by a
order.
flaming forest.
So there are no regrets. Agreed. I mean, it was good. I'm happy they at least did it. I thought we weren't even going to do it. So I'm happy they did it.
We see a tall figure and a very short figure walking through a field of flaming grass.
Who wins? We all win, Sean, because it's fucking entertaining to watch every day of our
Eventually it just
lives,
turns
which is
to
pretty much what I
plain
do.
old fire. And
I
the
watch it 3 or
globules
4 days a week.
dim. And in the dark, all you hear is the sound of purring in the dome.
In the dome. In the dome. Under the Dome was an interesting show.
One by one, as these images
And everybody, I think
Fade
we've
from
already
view.
gotten way past the hour mark.
and the sound
I
of
just-
purring
yeah, yeah,
takes the
it's-
interior of this safe space.
Four, look at that, all the
You all
fours.
find yourselves
It-
to come to
We're going to
come
rest. We end at 4:14:44. How crazy is that? That's the exact second it
Eventually.
ends. 4:14:44, and it's almost all fours. That is lunacy. Eventually,
The dream-filled night that comes to some of you.
oh, we're having dreams, everybody. Shot
others a
time,
bit disturbed
because we
sleep.
are pretty much down to the final 50 minutes.
But the morning does
Final
come.
50 minutes. We're having a shot. We need 18 likes. 18 likes, everybody. We've been stuck at that for about the last 30
you had a
minutes.
long
We haven't
rest?
got a single like in
Didn't
30
even take
minutes.
watches in
What
case
has
you
this
fuckers tripped
Oh,
out.
become?
no, we should have.
Who's new in the chat? Someone's new out there.
We're
You
ready.
say hi, Jay. I'm new. If you just came in, like the video and say, Jay, take that
any
shot for me,
footpaths around
so
this?
you could get
Oh,
drunker,
guys.
and then we'll hit the radiators,
I believe it.
and
Make a
then we'll
perception
have
check outside of the dome,
45
Glenn.
minutes left of this episode.
22.
I'm afraid Bo's gonna
22.
die now.
Very good. Granted,
I'm
around the
afraid.
space, other than the footprints that you left behind, which are still there.
This is
no
reminding me
additional
of the situation where, like,
No news, no.
you know, we can't all make it out of this.
One
I
bonus.
can't. It's
more
almost like
dreams?
I need someone to
more
die
eyes?
to make it feel real. Do
I
you know?
check.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to sound horrible,
away.
but I
it's
almost
not-
feel
it's not
like
cold, it's warm in here,
in
it's nice.
movies and books and stuff,
So
when you're in
scrolling
that
is
large of a
going on.
group, you almost feel like someone needs to die to fully
Scoop out of the dome.
understand and take something out of it. If everyone lives,
Look at
it's
these
great and
tiny
everything, and like, I don't know,
motherfuckers.
maybe that sounds
The
wrong,
dome.
but I feel like it's better, even though it's horrible and sad, and I don't want it to happen.
no eyes on either.
I
of them.
feel
No
like
eyes.
it's
The ones that
almost
are
like
already
you
there.
take more out
No
of
new
it if
eyes.
someone dies.
Same old eyes.
Am I making sense? Is anyone
on
agreeing
fire.
with me, or am I just a horrible piece of
Hey.
shit?
Early to
Cheers.
bed, early to rise.
to
Let's get
Adam
to the
Espinosa.
outpost.
Fine. More?
Not gonna lie, that
do one
moment
final
really
fight.
got me. Bo
Well,
in tears, asking her
let's see what the
family to
weather
be
is like.
ready to
Yeah.
kill her. Yeah, I know. That's like
Well-
I up until then I was like
You'd have to begin your journey.
not
to
really,
find out.
and
But
I
right
kid
now
you
it
not.
seems
Up until
fine.
that moment, I did
There's
not
still
fear
clouds in the sky, kind of
100%
open,
at all
know,
that Bo was in danger.
Cold blue.
As soon as she said that, and I saw her face, I'm like,
Tell you what, let me walk for 20
fudge.
minutes and see what the weather feels
I'm
like.
down with that.
Now I think Bo. Now I'm not kidding. She's at the top of my list. She went from not even on the radar to her being at the top of my list
The elements of
of
snow that
possibly
have been
dying.
pushed around it that Caduceus
Whoa,
arranged.
my
the dome
brain
tops
was
pretty
quick
clean, so
on the
it's not a
draw
huge danger.
that time. Cheers
And even so, like overnight.
to
you know,
Adam
whether
Espinosa.
igloo
I just
or
randomly
so.
picked somebody, and Adam,
Okay.
you get the
Did wrong
luxury
previously, as the internet
of
just
being
doesn't
the honored shot shout out.
You were right. You were right. That's on me. But 20 minutes in the journey, I would like somebody to roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh, we should all.
Or are we all gonna?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out of this one.
We are exactly. I don't know if I did that math right before.
Parchment shears.
Paper. I mean, boulder parchment shears.
He's the only one that did a paper.
Travis, you only do paper.
Travis, you
D20?
suck.
D20.
D20.
19.
19.
19.
Oh no.
19. Never forget Obi, the rat. You all know why they call him that. Do I know Obi the rat? Is that Obi? It looks like Obi.
The weather is clear.
The weather is clear. This
Gray, but
house
without issue.
is clear.
No storms blowing, just a gentle journey.
So what's the epic
east.
I'm thinking of? What?
Continuing on
do I
this
have a
path
clue?
on foot, you could go and
Was it
fly
said
if you'd like
earlier?
to, or
Clever,
continue
what-
on foot. Your call.
Well, if we go up, we
Are
could probably
you?
get a good
I
look
thought.
We
and
could get
know
a good look.
exactly where to go.
I thought an epic was
We could get there
clever.
much faster
Is
than
it something I could
Indeed.
guess, or is it not something I could do?
Happy to save a spell.
I go do three
It
of
was
us, we
Bo
did
and
even
Caleb
faster
making
'cause we're
sure
going-
that the others take care of them.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah, we
they
picked up yesterday.
turn
Okay, let's do 3 flyers.
due to the eyes? Yes.
Eagles.
The eyes have it. Don't know lots of things
Take
called
off with the
epic
troop,
out there, including
heading
a
eastward,
really bad
eyes
fairy
peeled. I would
slash mature
The
based
Eagles and
CSI
perhaps one
animated
additional
film
member
of
of the
some
party to
kind.
make perception checks, please.
That sounds
There
interesting.
is no storm blocking your vision, so you do have advantage. Go
What's
ahead and add
all
your perception
this?
roll for
What's
the
all
Eagles.
this?
If there isn't
Oh,
a
So we
spear.
get
my
an
sister's at the
advantage on
concert
perception.
sending pictures. She's sending pictures of
26.
23.
Jabba Chris Jensen, was it? Chris Jansen? I don't know. Some country guy that I probably heard of.
16.
All right.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
About an hour's worth of travel in, you make a good
If you're jumping in late, everybody, we need likes.
You, Jester, and you,
18
Caduceus,
likes
can
with about
see
40,
along the ridge
5
of
minutes left, give or
rock
take.
and stone and ice shelves that mark where this sinkhole begins.
Jay, I
and
swear
where
to
the
God,
ruins
buy new
themselves,
glasses.
At least sealed
I
beneath the layers of
will.
ice.
I can't argue
over
with you because it's
a
my
millennia
fault.
At this point,
What
ride
Michael
and kind of
did
shift into
was a
topography. Only
random
in this
reference
high
to a CR1 shot.
point of
Pay
view
it
can
no
you really
mind.
kind of make
Gotcha,
out
gotcha,
the edges
gotcha.
of where this
Don't
ruin
listen to Adam.
sits in this valley.
It's a very important
and both
reference.
of
You
you
will
can
know.
make out the familiar sight of
Don't
one
ever.
cluster
No, I know.
of icy spires
What
that you
Michael
remember
did
the outpost
was a random
is.
reference.
You're not near it yet. You still have
Ovi the
a better
rat.
day's worth of travel to get there.
Gotcha.
But you know the direction you're going without error.
And we can carve a little bit of that time out for the next hour. That'll help us get
Yeah,
there.
that'll be good, right?
It will help us get there.
So,
Let's
continuing
do it. It's
on
always
this
a
path
plus.
the next hour,
Always a plus.
You come
to
to
help
a
us get
landing
there.
as the spell fades, and you gather you probably have another 4 or 5 hours on foot to get there.
My stream went down
Fine
from
with
lack of touching
Did we
my
see
phone.
anything, like any other people walking while we were
Unfold my
flying?
phone.
With your perception view, you would have seen. Actually,
Did Eve
you would have seen
say
one
that
small
Adam?
group of what looks to be 4 white.
Did Eve say
figures
that Adam?
that are
Oh.
doing
I was like
journey,
reading it
not leaving
wrong.
any footprints behind.
Don't listen to Adam.
around the outer edge,
Jay. Oh, I'm reading the
heading
same
away
shit
from
over
the
and over again.
outpost and kind of.
Are
almost
you still planning
intersecting the path
to
you would
do
be taking?
Crown
Does it
of
look like they're
Candy
heading
sometime
to where I know
this
the secret
decade?
entrance to be?
Yes, I plan on it. Definitely.
It looks like they're
100%.
following the perimeter of the ruin.
This decade, I could
exterior.
pretty much guarantee.
You get the sense it's likely one of the outpost patrols.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I could guarantee.
But
I mean,
you
you
will.
know,
Are you
unless
taking the rest of
something
the story on foot
happens
then?
where I
Yeah.
lose the ability to
so.
speak or
Okay.
something like that.
moving forward,
I told you, even my friends at the
You're
arcade and
exhausted.
stuff, Crown of Candy
you
is one of
eventually
their
make
favorites.
your way to that familiar.
I was like, make a
cluster of
list, and
spires.
Crown of Candy is
Within
on
moments,
like every list.
you hear,
And honestly, it
"Halt!"
sounds like it would
You see
be one of
coming
my
out of the nearby
more
snow.
like the ones I would choose to do anyway, if it
Approximately
was just based
7
off of myself.
Individuals armed with all manner of bows, crossbows.
7
and even one with what looks to be some
individuals,
sort of a
everybody.
rifle, like an
7
elongated pistol.
elongated.
Sand.
They're all
Hold up
elongated.
my
The sand
little
people.
Orphan Annie membership badge from the dynasty.
One of them kind of puts his bow down.
I don't know if that was
you
a
still
sand
holding the
person
arrow in
or a
place.
walrus.
Takes a few steps forward, gets about 20 feet from you to glance over. Ah, they're expecting you.
Oh, that's what we need to do.
Come.
Oh.
Essik is waiting.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Puts his hand up. Everyone kind of puts their weapons down
Essik
at the ready, but they
sent
keep
us
watch
a
out
group of
past you,
people.
kind of
that we
Just
get to party with.
remaining keen on the space to make sure no one's followed you. Or
He
there's any
sent
funny
bottles
business, as you
of wine,
follow
and
this
we're
one
gonna get
individual that leads you
drunk
back
with his
into
men.
the center of the outpost. As you
Let
begin to
us
approach,
drink
you can see this
and be
individual that's
fat
guiding
and
you
merry
is,
with
you know,
Essek's men.
at this moment, putting on a bit of an air and a hand up of no worries. At that point, a little bit of bustle continues between kind of the central pathway. There's like the
Hot
of the
boy!
various spires here. There's like a little
I
carved
honestly
road
thought that
between the
earlier,
center where
and
most
then when
of
we
these
finally
structures
saw
are
him,
built to face each other, so
I
it can
didn't-
kind of, for the
or-
most
well,
part,
we didn't-
do business back
we
and forth.
didn't really
unseen
discuss
by
yet.
the majority of the valley.
But I always forget Hot
You are
Boy
led
when
to
he's
the
in
familiar
the
exterior of
when he's in
Essek's
the
chambers.
vicinity.
And as you approach, the door kind of opens on its own.
And
You step
there
inside and
before
you can
us
see there,
stands Hot
pacing
Boy.
back and forth, or would be pacing if he wasn't floating, gliding back and forth.
He looks nervous.
Essek
He's
turns.
pacing. Pacing.
Friends, please enter.
Seals been
I've got this from
broken.
here. Thank you.
Sates taken.
As you all
Saga.
enter, the door closes behind
That's
you. He kind of curls his
what
hand
I was
towards
thinking
him.
about.
And,
Saga.
Liz
What
other
is
hand drifts
Saga?
out of
Again,
chair,
I just out of
reaches forward
curiosity.
and
I know you're talking
drifts
to
down into the chair, kind of one leg crossed over the other.
Star. But is Saga?
I'm glad
Is it
you
a
traveled
show?
here
A game?
safely. It is,
Visions of Mana came out,
It is good to see
and I
your
really
faces.
want to play it.
So, what is
Visions
the
of
word?
Mana. I
Are we
really
in the
want to play
chamber
it.
that had the
I'm gonna check it out.
invisible
I had
guards,
such a busy
or are
week.
we in
I
those
didn't even have like a
private
minute
chambers?
to breathe.
No,
So
you're
I
in the
was
chamber that
like,
has the invisible guards.
I'm not even gonna worry about Visions of
Why don't you
Mana.
walk
But
over and
now
close a hand
it
on
came
your
out like a
shoulder?
day or two
It's good to
ago,
see you,
and I
as well.
hear it's good.
Is his shoulder his?
And I haven't played a game in so long.
It is.
If I play it, I'm gonna
between
stream
you.
it. I just need to find time
Is there something that
and
should not
buy
be
it.
shared?
Is it PC? Can somebody find out for me? I think it is. I'm pretty sure
of
it
you
said
speak Undercommon?
PC and console.
You hear Essek say,
But if I'm wrong, then I have to buy
Give
a
me 10 minutes,
console
please.
too, because I don't have a modern day console. I use PC.
Oh, right, not to us.
and you watch as two perched guards step out of the shadows nearby, descend and exit the chamber. It closes. He kind of waits a moment.
My whoopee.
Now we can speak freely.
My whoopee.
Well, things are considerably
my
more
God.
complicated than when we left you, I'm afraid.
Whoopee? Wasn't Whoopee the name
This
of
is my look of surprise.
the thing in
Oh, please explain these complications
Made from
to me.
Abyss?
So,
PC. It is PC. Okay.
Yes.
Glorious.
Oh, I'm gonna pull out
How
the
much
extra
did,
necklace.
was it?
Put
Like
on.
$100? It's probably like what? What are games now?
This'll
I
keep
haven't
you from
bought a
being spied
game.
on.
I'm not kidding you.
His
I haven't
eyes
bought
kind
a
of flash in a
new
familiar way
game
that you've seen
in probably like 5
Whenever
to 10 years.
Caleb has looked over a sort of magical item and
They used to be like 60, 70. I'm wondering if they're like
Wonderful, thank you.
$1,000 now.
And he goes and
No, I wouldn't be
places it
surprised
over
if
his neck
video
and
games were
tucks
like
it within
$80 to
his
$100 now.
I'll get to that in a bit. What else?
now, that may be useful in the days ahead of us. However,
We love Hot Boy
Some damage
Essek.
may already
Emily
be
Mary,
done.
I said hi to you, right? Tealbird, I heard Hot Boy, I'm here.
in an effort
Tealbird.
hide ourselves
Tealbird
from
in
the
the
prying
chat.
eyes of
Aura
our
is here as well. Bidet,
adversary
Aura just
in
got here.
Musselcross. We
We
traveled back
also
to
just hit 35 likes, I
some
think.
of our homeland, and
We're close. We need
acquired
16 more. We're at 34.
quite a few of those. for
Epic
us.
Saga.
We wanted to
Epic Sagas are
ourselves off the
legendary.
grid.
I don't have a blankie.
However, we
But I
have
still have
run-ins
my
with
Leonardo stocking from when I was like
my folk.
8. $50 to $99 for
his
regular,
protégés.
$79.99 deluxe. $59.99.
So
I
we
thought it
risk-
said $2.99.
risk too much to get these.
So still $60.
in
That's
doing so, there
shocking
was,
because if you think about it, back when I was little, the new
confrontation.
games, like in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken,
am
in the
fairly
80s, you go to
certain
Toys R Us,
because of his past
a
dealings with
new
you.
NES game cost $59.99.
And
Like
my
brand
use
new,
of
they were $59.99. So the cost
things I
of
have
games
learned with you
hasn't ever went up with inflation.
from my own
They've
noodling,
always been around $60.
But he has put two and two together, and
You just get a better, more expensive game.
I'm sorry, Essek. I think that he may have got wise to you, so there is a very real chance that he has been
On that note, summon the sword, cast see invisibility.
watching you already.
I remember my mom would take us to
Makes
Toys
sense,
R Us, and she'd be like, "You got to get an old game," and getting an old game
Looking
meant
throughout the
the
chamber.
Toys R Us would have like
You feel
the
pretty safe.
old game section, but it was like
probably
NES, and you fill out that you get a slip, and you'd have to take it up to the counter, and they would get
So
your
what does that
game
mean?
behind the
That
counter,
means
and then you get the slip.
we are
And if
still
there
on
were
a
no
ticking clock, we
slips,
still need to keep
that
moving.
meant there were no more games. But what people would do
would
is
still be
they would
very
hide the
grateful for
slips,
your aid if you wish
so
to give
you
it to
thought
us.
the game was sold out. So we would
We have
immediately
to
go right to the
assume
cage where they sold the games, and be like,
that
"Yo, do
Trent
you got this
and his-
game?" And almost every time the slips
his
were out, there
closest-
would be games behind the counter. And they didn't know because they would
could be
never
showing
check
up
inventory or restock. So that we
And
would
we
always
had
find
the
like games no one could get if you just went to the
particular idea,
cage. I remember being like,
since
one
we are
time one of
facing
our
something
friends got a
so
job in the cage, and I was like, this is like fucking
large
Fort
and
Knox. We have a
potentially
man
beyond
in the
all of us
cage
even knew
that
that
could get us whatever we want, hold us back
in
stuff,
these
and he would.
circumstances-
He would hold back games for us and shit. Amazing.
Perhaps we should be negotiating an alliance.
Cartridge compared to disc, that's why. Correct.
A temporary one.
That is also a big part of
You know.
it, Sean.
It does solve a couple problems. If
What
he's
is it
involved, then
when
it's not
fans just treat a
you working
villain
with
like
him, it's him working
they've
with
had
you.
a
It
full redemption
muddies the
arc
water for any
and are just
information he feels the
snuggly
need to
plushy?
spill. And
I don't know what
Do we
it's
have those
called. It might have a name.
I do wish it was that simple.
Or are you just saying
Well,
what
I've
is it?
been
Oh, you're just saying
expecting-
what is okay. I think you were saying
Right.
there's like a word for it.
Choices to catch up to me. Maybe not as soon as I had hoped, but as this is. Regardless, it is not safe for me to remain in this outpost. My presence here.
Amy
puts everyone
Friends
else in
saying,
danger.
Jay, pay the
Let
hell
alone myself.
attention to this shit. And I agree.
As this is not
We're gonna smoke
an
while we pay
unknown
attention.
location,
Radiators,
at
unite.
least its existence.
Ninja, if you're out there, LARPing, and we love you. LARPing, and we
It would
love
be
you.
safe for me to travel with you into this ruin, which I was preparing for.
Radiators, unite.
I do not trust working with that man.
No.
I understand if you need to, but I do not think that I could be part of that.
Oh, wow.
I can find a place to go. I am capable of being slippery when I need to be. And I understand if
That was a good hit.
you find the capabilities of a member of the Assembly
That was a lot.
more useful,
And it
given
came
the
out so
dangers you face.
smooth. I wish I could have just kept blowing
And the choice
smoke
is
out
yours.
for the rest of eternity.
Essik. We don't trust him either. The question is, one, do you trust
I'm watching.
us?
Don't worry, everybody. I am paying close attention.
And two, what we are talking about could potentially leave your home and mine in ashes.
I'm pretty sure Essik is aware of all this.
You've
And
committed sins in
I
your
would
home.
bet Essik trusts us wholeheartedly.
So have I.
I would definitely ask, though. Caleb asking is definitely
You
warranted.
talked about wanting to
But I feel like Essik is
Make
going
up
to
for
go, my dude. You know I love you. You're my people.
if the appropriate amount of ability and skill is not wrought against this enemy, it could spread across every inch of the world. we
Whoopi
know.
is a liner that can act. Oh, I didn't understand
I
what
understand this is unpalatable. My question to you
that was. I'm pretty sure Whoopi. Does anybody know
do you want
Made
to
from
protect your
Abyss?
home?
Made in Abyss? I'm pretty sure in Made in Abyss there was like a character
Leans
called
back.
Whoopi. It was, if it wasn't, it was something close to that.
I do, but I do not. I do not think you seek the right kind of aid. Not with this man.
Not with this one. Not up in here.
You mentioned that one of the Assembly already fell into the spell of whatever this thing is.
I added Gatorade to this if you saw me playing
Right.
around with soda.
This
I just
Cognosa.
added Gatorade in here.
then why should someone as entrenched, as selfish, as dubious as Ikathon not wait to the right moment to take it for himself?
He may very well do so. And we are prepared to deal with that.
Are you?
Are you? Hey, that's a reasonable. I like the confidence.
And your judgment of him.
I was gonna say you cannot hesitate on that.
Yes,
Even
he's
if you
correct.
don't feel confident, you cannot. And Caleb did good. Caleb did good. He immediately was like, "We're good. Don't worry about it. We got this."
Temptation is very real.
If you hesitate and then you're like, "Yeah, I think so,"
And,
that's
your
not
estimation of
gonna
this is very good,
fly.
but it
So
is
I'm
not as
happy he
perfect
was
as
good with that.
You think it is, and I pull off my coat and pull clothes down and show him the eye on my right shoulder.
His eyes narrow as he looks
And then
and
it
peers towards
shoots a
with
beam out and
a
kills
curiosity
Essik.
and
That
a
would
worry.
blow my
His
mind
brow
right now.
furrows immediately.
Imagine that. Imagine like a laser
I wanna
shot out.
check one thing. Is there even a hint of recognition?
Let me make a perception check. Or sorry, an insight check.
Good question.
I meant your
no,
question
good,
on
24.
gesture. Star. Oh, that's for
24.
star.
Recognition.
Michael,
wouldn't be
my
what I'd
girls
say.
make the world better. Michael, my girls.
Unexpected process.
Time bandits. Are you talking about the new one, Sean?
Ford.
Sean, if you're
You're
talking
still
about the new
living
Time Bandits, is it good? I haven't talked to anybody about. I know, like, no one's, like, I haven't heard anything about it yet. I know of it.
I propose.
I
a
was
side
curious, and then I didn't hear anybody talking about it, and I kind of forgot about it. And you are somebody that I
Mr. Ribbles
trust
world.
opinions from. So,
venture of that
how
matter,
was Time Bandits?
as circumstance provides.
So this.
Jester is nodding away over there. Oh, haven't seen it.
Alliance
Has anyone seen Time
promote.
Bandits? It is. I'm pretty sure out. I
Was
saw
intended to
something
be
for
a
it.
trap for
I saw like a trailer, but then I thought I saw it was out. But maybe it's not because I haven't heard much about it.
If we fail, in the coming days, none of this even matters, this conversation we're having. If we succeed, both our homes still have their struggles with each other, their faults, their flaws. And he is a flaw from our home.
Make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check. Oh,
That dice.
You're right.
he
You're
looks
right.
not
Failed you,
happy.
it failed you
Mancy
in a
die?
vital moment.
Super betrayed.
What? What?
A 1.
It is real.
My God,
Essek
A
thinks
1.
it over for a minute in quiet
A
silence.
a 1.
Good squeeze.
Rolled a goddamn 1. One of the most important rolls in the last
I
ever.
understand
This
what you're
whole
proposing,
episode,
and
this
I
whole live
see
stream. That was
the
probably the
logic
most
in
important
it.
role.
I do. But if I am to be honest, I am jealous of the bravery and confidence you have in such things. I am still a coward.
The role is perfect. Apparently.
Dared much.
I have done everything for myself.
I have like a
And when any
freaking.
of it came to bear,
What you ever
everything
like
I
when you have
can to
something stuck in
hide
your
and
throat? I'm
fear.
like, I feel it, and I can't choke it up. I can't cough it up. So I keep drinking and try to. It's
more
like
than
stuck.
happy to go
If you
and
see me
put
freaking
my
out.
life on the line for this cause. But there is something about that man and what he could bring upon me and those he.
Awesome. I thought maybe last time there were in the outpost. Bop, 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 bop. Here we go.
He may very well be coming anyway. But if you want to work with him, I may have to work independently. Maybe follow. I fear I would make this messier than you need to make it work. Does that make sense?
Bye, Maelstrom.
Leave you alone.
I mean, Caleb has always been failing his roles on Essik, and
would have to
somehow,
work separately.
it keeps working out.
Yes, of course.
That was a hell of a crack on
There's no
Caleb or
good
Liam's
answer to any
knuckles.
of this.
Absolutely not.
We don't want you to be uneasy or unsettled. There'll be plenty of
But,
that
like-
to come. You must understand that we are trying to gather every able hand and
Of course, I
I understand this might work out, but right now on the
I've also
surface,
survived this long.
am I to understand,
Weaving
or did I
the
understand this
intricacies
wall? That because of
of deceit
Liam's
like
role,
I
it doesn't
have
look like Essek's
by
going to come with
knowing
us?
how
Is that what's
best
happening right
to
here?
keep
I'm
myself
pretty sure that's what's happening, but
out of the
I'm just
complications
wondering,
as
like,
best as I can.
had he rolled better, obviously that would
If
have
you wish to
happened, but
work
people
with
are
him
acting
directly,
like it's a good thing, so
I will
I'm
not
like,
stop.
okay.
And I will help where I can, but it may be at a distance.
Essek.
Maybe he's got a point.
Yeah, I
Maybe
just,
Trent is more
you guys, I
complicated
think
than
somebody's
what's
explained that to me
across the
before.
board.
Why am I saying Essek?
Yes.
Essek?
Because
I know how it's spelled,
Trent
I might
brings
just be
power
saying it
and
wrong.
Probably numbers. But of course he is untrustworthy. We all know that.
Is there a way to find out if he actually is following us here? If he knows where we are? If we can find out if he's coming anyway, that certainly changes the territory.
I could send a message to Astrid. Tell her to cough.
The
if they're
assembly
following us.
folks or Hot Boy. Amy Francis saying
Oh,
basically a
also I have a
decision.
strange
The
request.
assembly folk or Hot
Would
Boy.
you mind terribly taking
So-
off your shirt?
Great. What do we do? What do we do? What
What's
would
the
you?
word?
Well, you guys know.
gotten a
You,
bit
most of you
paranoid.
know the outcome.
And I'd like
If
to
I had to pick
make
right
sure that
now,
there's
honestly,
number
it
of
is
eyeballs
it
in
is a
this room, if
difficult
you know what I
choice.
mean.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm trying to, like, honestly, it's one of those things where I almost feel like
I'll give you
it's a
advantage to say,
toss-up,
Essek, if you take
but
your
someone's
shirt off,
obviously got the edge.
all of us will.
21.
So you feel safe. and
Like, I
comfortable.
want to go with
I'll
Essek.
help that by taking off my gloves.
In all honesty, I want to go with Essek, and I probably would. But I feel like the other side has the advantage. But we're dealing with people we don't want to deal with. Tiggle
If it puts
bitties.
you at ease, and
Tiggle
you watch as he
bitties.
kind of
Why you think
unsnaps
my
some of the
keyboard,
fasteners for
please?
his mantle and
He's got
Well, I
just
can't see
like
it.
a
Jay, stop
purple
reading. I'm
outfit,
going to
it's
say.
Dumancy.
Jay, stop reading. I literally, like, it's so funny how as I get drunk and higher, that
Chest tattoo.
Full on
flows like,
kills it, I
Jay,
love
stop
it.
reading. And then I go ... and I start
No,
reading, and I'm like,
he takes
oh,
his mantle
but it
off
takes like
and
an
kind of
extra
pulls
second to
the sides of the robe
register
away, and you can see
that
it
I'm
has, like,
not
an
supposed to
undershirt.
read
It's like
when
a
I'm
little sleeveless
drunk and
undershirt,
high.
or like a darker gray silk, and he begins to show like his arms and reveal. He's like.
Hot
He's
boy.
being modest with
Hot
it,
boy
kind
is
of doing it in
exposing
places, so
a
it's not
star.
just,
I'm
like,
paying
full
attention.
on
Because Hot
burying it
Boy
all here, but he's giving a
is
fairly
revealing
thorough kind of glance.
Back
his
in
hot
head
boyness.
is a big one too.
Hot
Drops it in the back
boyness.
a bit and
We are
shows-
16
his
likes
hair's
away,
pretty short in the back,
everybody.
so it's pretty easy to see.
16 likes away.
I
We are
appreciate
almost
that.
down to the
Of course, I
final
understand.
We all
30
appreciate
minutes.
that, Essek.
16 likes, 30 minutes.
Thing we're learning
We're
to
gonna
do
do
every
another
day.
shot because we're looking like
Fastens the mantle back.
we're
on.
gonna. I don't know. I don't even know how
Well, we
long the
should
next
prepare
episode
to at
is.
least
They've
explore
been
the
they've been
ruins
of
shortly.
recent.
We
We've
do
been
have a
getting
decision to
solid
make on
2-hour
our
live
Of
streams
course, do what you need to do to feel certain of your choices.
consistently.
Let me know one way or
And
the
we
other.
even got
I
a
will
big YouTube video
aid
last
you
week.
however I can, regardless.
So,
To just
pouring the
inform-
shot, 30-minute
close.
countdown shot.
If we forego trying to negotiate with him, you come with us.
Of course, I was preparing to.
Here we go.
Okay.
And
Forgo
is Dagon still around?
Negotiations.
Or he?
Dagon is part of the deal. We need a
Dagon, along
Dagon.
with the number of guard, have been sent to watch the outskirts of the entrance you had mentioned.
Thank
We want Dagon.
You just, roll it right in.
Yeah, is that how it happens?
you.
Sam, you miserable bastard.
I think that's how it works.
And that's how it works. Just rolls them in. Just roll them on in.
I would, however, ask some semblance of haste, because the circumstances do put a time limit beyond just the individual you are racing, but the knowledge that Master Rigathon
Actually,
has.
at 5. Oh no, we're already under
I'll be
30
here if you
minutes,
need me.
everybody.
going
I'm like
to
looking. I'm
begin
like,
to
wait, is
prepare
that
for a
right?
journey
in 5
Spend some
minutes.
time
Spend a little time, yeah.
We have
with,
20 minutes.
yes,
It'll be
every
so in
device is
5 minutes we'll
Thank
do
you.
the 20-minute countdown.
Thank
We're down to 20 minutes, 16
Can we
likes.
stay
I don't
here
know if we're gonna
for
do
a
it this
little
week,
bit?
guys.
Just
We
finish
were
our
getting there
conversation?
quick.
Certainly.
16
Of
likes.
course. NT drifts out of his chair and kind of
5 minutes.
glides around and through the door.
Do
and
we do
leaves
it?
you to your devices in the room.
I'll take the shot at
Caleb,
20,
why
so
didn't you
5
do a
minutes
better job
away.
convincing him?
Ninja, did we ever
that
see
was a
Ninja yet? Did
great
Jay miss
job,
Ninja in the chat?
Chester. He did it.
I know we talked about him
You did a
LARPing,
good job.
but I don't know if he popped in. He said he might pop in and say hi. I don't know if he ever did.
Ultimatum.
Although it's pretty simple, though, right?
Happens.
Simple. We're choosing between
Simple
Essik
Jack.
and
Man,
Iki.
fucking dice.
Yeah, we get one dedicated ally that we know doesn't want the thing that we're trying to keep out of the hands of. And
What's
on the other
wrong
side,
with
we get
people or
more
YouTube
hands,
not
but
letting
perhaps
them
more
stick?
power, but
Honestly,
almost
if we don't,
certainty
I
that they
mean,
will
the good
try
thing
and
is if
keep
we
whatever
don't
they-
hit the 50
without
likes,
losing
I'll
control for
immediately
Yeah.
react to the
One
trailer
person
and
that
throw
we
it up
can-
on YouTube.
Yeah, the last thing that
So,
I need is for some
mean,
double crossing.
As soon as we're done with this is when I'm going to do that. So
Frustrated. I feel like we.
if
we
we don't,
could
it's
have
not the
worked it,
worst.
but
I'll just get that done
one
quicker.
person that we can trust
But
is better than 3 that we cannot.
I agree.
we got a ways
They
to
could turn on
go.
us in the middle of the fight.
Could we at least reach out to Astrid?
Find out if they're following us.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and ask if maybe she could tear away. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea
the
to
key to
ask
the-
Astrid.
The key to the Volstruckers would be that unless
I definitely
Trent is
think we
dead,
should
they're
ask
still going to fight
Astrid
on his
Charid.
side.
Block.
If we could fell
Blank
him, then
message.
perhaps they would
so I
turn,
could
but that's a
read.
big if. And until then, the tide would not be in our favor.
Boop, boop, boop. Add in my
We should check
extras.
it.
We could. We need to be vague. If they know where we are, if they know where Essik is, they do. But just in case, keep it vague.
Yeah, I would
Maybe
keep
ask
things to
her.
a minimum. But
Are they following?
yeah, I would
And
keep
where they
things to a
think we
minimum,
are.
but ask.
Well, if she's around him, she won't be able to answer.
Yeah.
So we'll have to give her like, like cough.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, honestly, you could say that.
Otherwise, it's gonna be very confusing.
This
We did try
is
to throw 'em
us.
off the path
Be
a while ago.
aware that everybody
Cough
is
4
watching
times if
you
they're
at all
following.
Exactly.
times.
Cough
We're
once
all
if you're
being
following,
watched.
twice if you're not following, 3 times if you know where we are.
No, that's the same as one.
Yeah. Just cough. Cough if you are on our tail, and don't cough if you are not.
But
Okay.
then how will we know if she got the message?
Yeah. How do we know she got it?
Maybe it should be like a cough
Exactly.
and a
Good
sneeze,
call,
or
Marisha,
a throat
aka
clear.
Bo.
Oh yeah, throat. Yeah.
If we hear no cough,
Yeah.
we're just gonna assume she got it.
If they're following us, and just if they're
If
not.
you're not. I like that. That's not bad.
Okay.
Wait, before you do this, just to throw them off our tail. Caduceus, you can do thaumaturgy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you could make it sound like seagulls are happening behind her.
I don't know if that transfers. I don't think it
think it's
sends
just-
my
just
environment. I think it's just my voice.
Yeah. That's some creativeness there.
It's like a
Everyone's saying
Some
focus
bowling,
up, so
maybe
I
some
am
cobblestones
focused.
and maybe some-
We're gonna throw.
Oh yeah, we could do some call out.
Good job!
God.
Can you walk around in a circle?
I love it.
Everybody,
Look at Marisha over there. Marisha's doing like some
I don't
weird.
need any more distractions, please.
Haberdasher! Haberdasher!
Seventh thunder of the world.
Well struck, my lord.
you even remember what we're supposed to say?
Oh, okay, let's do it.
Twice in one episode. Hell yeah.
We're in Trostenwald.
Okay.
Trostenwald. My God, it's been a while since
Okay.
we've been there.
I'm gonna send a message.
Here we go. Message
To Astrid.
time.
Okay.
Astrid, message time.
It's me,
After this, we're taking a shot.
Jester.
20-minute countdown is in 45 seconds. It's me, Jester. Why are we whispering?
Hey,
Well, I guess.
I don't know if you're alone.
Jesus.
If you're not. And you're following us.
Oh my God. There is so much giggles going on.
No.
Oh my God. They're hysterically laughing. If you're not, and you're following us. I mean, when she went over it, they probably should have thought of a better.
If you're not following us,
Clear your throat if you're not following us.
clear your throat if they are following us.
This is the most bizarre way to communicate. I mean, I feel like there is a much. It might work, but there is a much better way to do this. Robert Lewis has joined
the channel.
Oh, and we even heard subscribe to the channel. Robert Lewis. Well, guys, we're at the 20-minute countdown, so I don't know if Robert Lewis is in this room or just saw a video.
Round 2.
But to Robert Lewis, if you're here. If not, you gotta shout out in a random live stream.
She's alone. I'll send her another message.
It's all resolved. It's all resolved. I was just gonna say, hopefully she's alone, and it's easier. That worked out beautifully. Because in my head, I'm like, if she's not alone, this is gonna be
I need to know
weird.
if you're following us. If you know where we are. What's the plan with you guys? Hope you're alone.
Hope you're alone.
If you're not,
Laura's got, I've probably said this 1,000 times. Laura has great facial expressions while communicating as a character. I feel like people, there are some people that are good with voices and stuff. I feel like her faces are like amazing.
Oh my god.
There's so much emotion and things going on.
That's your response. A Volstrucker has never disentangled from Trent before. No one who knows what he does, how he breaks us, has shared their trauma with the world. That's the end of her response. And then she follows up with her own.
Ooh, she's got her own. Valstraka.
With the king. Imagine the threat you are to him, now that you carry respect of both crown and queen. So, yes, he's invested.
Well, thank you. Oh, shit.
I tell Caleb.
Whenever I hear Valstrucker, it makes me think of Bone Ripper from Nothing But Trouble. I don't know if it's a real song or who wrote it, and somebody's probably like, oh my god, Jay, you sack of shit. Because it's probably some like famous metal song or something. But in Nothing But Trouble,
the phrase
with Demi Moore, Chevy Chase, John Candy, all the greats, Dan Aykroyd. They get thrown into a machine called Bone Ripper. I'm pretty sure it's Bone Ripper.
No one who
so
has
I think
gone through the trauma of becoming a
Volstrucker. It reminds of that.
Has
That's what it reminds me
expressed the process
Little
and the abuse
journey into the mind of Jay.
to the king or anyone outside of his employ.
And we're 15 likes away.
So you're a huge threat.
15 likes away
He's gonna
and
kill us all.
15 minutes away.
wants
We
to.
are
He
literally
has to.
15 minutes and 15 likes away. We need a like per minute,
Where we are, if they're coming.
or we're going to
Well,
not
sure would
make
say
the
he'd like to cooperate,
freaking
though, if we
50
asked him.
likes to the
I
30.
think,
We'll set up, though.
By her
We'll set
saying
it up
yes,
because I want to
Trent is
see.
invested,
I always
that's
like
her
to see
saying
with
that,
you guys what
yes,
we're dealing with so we can
they're
plan out
coming
the
after
week.
us.
But
Well,
we got
in my
about
opinion, that
15,
means
20
we pick
minutes
Essik as
before
our
the
close
world
person, and then
as we know it ends.
hope the timing works out in our favor with them.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to, as we move forward, be ready for them just to be here at a moment's notice.
For sure.
So,
Faux show.
you know, if we can think our way out of a problem instead of attacking it like it's an ancient obelisk in the middle of a field, that's the way to go, because you want to have all of your capabilities.
An obelisk. Star is saying focus. Last 15 minutes, everybody.
This. And Caleb takes out the collar. You might recognize this from our time inside of the folding halls of Hellas.
Yeah.
We got the collar.
I've been working on it for a while. I've had a little bit of help, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think I should have this. I think one of the ladies should. And I'm not sure which. But if we can get this on his neck, in that crucial moment,
With you being a distraction.
we can buy ourselves some time with him.
Trent's neck.
Yes.
Trent's neck.
What would it do?
Slapped his collar on
Prevent him
Trent,
from being
one of the
able to
women.
Use his abilities on us.
All right, so when the moment is right, he will be
Well,
powerless.
very fast.
It was very fast. And
Monks,
also very
yeah, I
strong.
mean,
I think if we give that to
immediate. If you're
Bo,
going
we
anybody,
should try to
not just
rattle
women.
him.
If you're going man
then you
or
can-
woman.
And I can get
I mean,
along.
honestly, Veth is stealthy as
Plus, he's
shit.
got a lot of attacks.
I mean, Bo is probably the logical choice,
do.
but Veth is
A lot
pretty
of opportunities
stealthy.
to stun him.
To attach it to him just has to be like thrown around and strapped.
It's got to be put around his neck.
And like click.
I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Vote.
No,
Clicked,
not-
locked.
It doesn't matter if you know or
Sure
not
would.
because I won't know. Just don't spoil it.
Click it shut.
But
Does it take
who would you
time
pick
to
if it was you and you
to
didn't know?
connect?
And if you
Just
don't know,
needs to
then you could pick
clasp around
realistically.
his neck.
I think Bo
Okay.
is the all-around better choice, but if done perfectly, I feel like
I
Veth
got some spells that might help.
has
that
a
I've been
better chance of getting it
thinking about
done through
preparing.
stealth. But we're relying on stealth
forbiddens.
alone, whereas
If we have a
Bo
ruby
is fast, and if she messes up, perhaps she
An
can
option.
fight and stun, and there's
What does that
other
do?
options.
It creates a very, very
I feel like Bo
large,
has more
field
like a more rounded.
with,
like Veth would have to be the
for
perfect
teleportation
situation,
is not possible.
whereas Bo would have
Oh
options.
yeah, the traveler was telling me about that.
Yeah, like
Because Veth is
40,000 feet
also very
square.
low
It's
on
a
hit
pretty
points.
powerful spell.
What?
Yep.
Nobody
40
leaves. Everybody stays.
Nobody can
Nobody leaves. Nobody
teleport
can
in
even
or out.
plane shift.
Or come into the space.
You can come
Could a
in. You
plebe
can't
play
teleport
this
in,
game?
and you can also
Or is it
make
elite
it so
clever?
that certain types of
I'm pretty
creatures
sure
just take damage when
Any
they
skill
enter.
level can immediately jump into this, Sean.
So that's a.
I mean, obviously,
teleport out,
the better you are, the more
I
experience,
feel like
everything
you can
else.
teleport out of it. You just can't teleport into it.
That's right. It also proofs the area against planar travel. So yeah, you can't get in by the way of the astral plane.
Clever. He means D&D in
plane
general, I
shift,
think. Or are we talking about
Yeah,
something else? And I'm
that
an
plus
idiot.
some silent spells that are always good for dealing with magic people.
Yeah.
Get them in a bubble.
Symbol's pretty great.
Symbol's pretty great.
Symbol's pretty great. Oh, we're
Before
getting there,
it's
everybody.
good. I don't know
12
if I
likes
have
away.
any,
We are 12
How
likes
expensive of a ruby
away.
does it
We
need
are
to be?
chiseling away, and
It's 40,000
we got
square
about
feet.
11, 12 minutes
40,000
left.
square, yeah, not a rate.
So
not a
we
rate.
are we're making ground.
1,000.
12 more likes. If you're jumping in,
1,000?
throw up a like.
I mean,
It'll make us
my
watch more.
mama gave me my
Critical
ruby
Role.
necklace.
I feel like
Oh no.
the next
Well, if it
episode
comes
will
to it,
be
we'll
we'll
sleep
be
on it.
down to 9
I would
episodes,
rather
right?
not.
Is my math right? I think the start of
Also
next episode
something that
will
I
get
want
us
all of you
down to
spellcasters
single-digit
to commit to
episodes of
memory.
Campaign 2 left. We will be through
When I was in there fighting
131
Lucian,
episodes.
Jumping in balls deep.
Final 9.
What I was able to learn is that he is resistant to fire.
The final
necrotic,
9. I wasn't even thinking of
he
it
is
like that.
immune
It'll be the final
psychic,
9 episodes.
charm,
It's coming up.
frightened, and stunned. So commit that to memory.
Commit it
one
to
of
memory,
those
everybody. Single
Resistant?
digits,
Fire,
baby.
yeah, resistant to fire and necrotic.
You know, not weaker there. You
We're
know?
almost down to 10 minutes.
And
I mean, it's
he's
going to be close.
completely
12
immune
likes
to
away.
psychic,
About 10
charm,
minutes left.
Frightened.
I
stunned.
am going to take time to set up the next one and
Psychic,
stuff. We
charm,
will have
frightened,
about
stunned.
15,
So
20
nine
minutes
games of
tops. So
That's good.
This
we
is
might
difficult.
get there. We might. It'll be close.
Well, we can hit
Where
'em.
does that put our
Yeah.
finale on the calendar?
As long as we don't
I
stand
was
directly in
thinking
front
about
of him.
it.
And we have
And
We have
I was
some
thinking
tools
about
to
it, and
help
I
with that,
know the
too.
last 2 episodes I did see
Oh,
were
that's
like
right,
5
we do.
hours and 7 hours.
Yeah, if we can set up shop before they
I don't
arrive,
know
we
if
have
it's
three,
up
I
to
think, of those
you
infinite
guys will
charges. The
decide.
first
We'll
one we
like we'll
found,
talk of
and
it
then there
as
was
it gets
some in that
closer.
bag.
But I don't know
Correct.
if it
And
is a
also
good
the,
idea to
Tomb
do the
Fingers were
final
carrots,
episode in
Those are
one
that's
sitting.
psychic damage
Because
that
it's
does, so
7
it wouldn't do
hours, and
anything.
even if we
Nothing
took a
tonight.
break,
But
I almost
we
feel
have
like it
the
would get
Allura, the things Allura
exhausting.
gave us, which keeps
So I
them
was
from doing
thinking about
anti-magic
splitting
and
up the
fast.
final,
show
like
us.
No,
we
it
could probably
shows us
do
where,
the
like, it's
5
like a
hour
black
one in
light
one
and
sitting
shows
on
where
like a
he's
weekend
put
or
it down.
something.
So he
But,
can
like,
see it
they'll
when
have
he
to
reaches
probably be
face.
Yeah, it doesn't
weekends.
prevent it, but it gives you some
Because
strategic
they're just that
information.
long. Like they'll
We're
go
not
too.
fighting
I mean, I
blind
guess
to it.
technically we could do
Yeah.
Friday, but we'll have to
Are
figure
we
it out.
going
But
to start
I was thinking of
at the
splitting the
secret
final
entrance that we
episode into
know
2
of, or are we
weeks.
gonna work our way
Just
backwards
because we'll
to there?
finally
Feel like we
be
should start
done.
there, right?
So why rush
Start
through
there.
it?
Yeah.
And we'll get like
Start
2 weeks
there,
because
and
even
are we
split.
going into the ruins?
That would be a lot, and then we could
We gotta go
talk
into the
and
ruins
discuss,
from the secret
and then we could
entrance and
talk
hope
all
that-
about it at the end of the second part.
Be in.
And like, because
Should
you know we're
we
going to talk a lot about it
tell
after it's
of
all said
Essek's
and done.
people to move away from the
So I'm
secret
thinking
entrance
splitting
so
it
that
up. Otherwise, we're going to
they
have
think they can
7
use
hours
it?
of content
so we can
alone,
lead them down the correct
and then like
path?
we're definitely going to want to talk for a while at the end.
Yeah.
But
I think the more we cat and mouse them, the better.
do we want to
Single
delve
sitting
too
on
far
a
into the
Sunday,
ruins? Because the
we'll do a
ruins
cookout.
most likely have
I
their
mean,
own
honestly, we
dangers
could
to
do
us, and we
something
don't want
wacky
to
like that.
drain
If you
ourselves
guys think it's
climbing
it's
through it.
something like you need
So
to
we
sit
certainly
in
don't
one
want to be
sitting,
waiting on
I
the
understand
doorstep.
that. If
My
you think
worry is
like no,
that
you it's like something
they
you
won't
need
use
to
that entrance.
not break.
They'll have another
I
entrance, and
get
they'll
that.
just go
I
around
wasn't
back,
sure if
and
there's
we'll
like
never
if
even
you're
know
like
that
no,
they
there's like a
already did all
solid
their shit
place to
until the
stop.
city's upon us.
Like, is there a
we
break
should
for
have a
them?
second
I'm
team.
assuming there'd be a break for them.
Not of us. But
So I was thinking
Essex
wherever their
men
break was, maybe we'll do 2
at the
live
main
streams
entrance. Or is there
and
a
just
main?
do
Is
it
there-
break
There
for
are
break.
guards, if I recall, at the main entrance to the temple.
I
but
just
don't
don't want to
think
make
anyone
it
knows how to
like
get to
so
this wing.
crazy that it's like exhausting, and
Through
then
the
we're
main
I'm like
entrance.
Can
9
we,
hours in,
okay,
like oh my god, I want to go
or
to
do
sleep.
what we
I can't
know,
even
just you
focus or talk to
had
you
your
guys.
vision, thanks to
I
the
don't know,
wall.
but like I'm thinking if
Correct,
we're
he knows
gonna like
exactly
have a
where
good
that
time and have a
secret
drink
entrance
Secret
or
entrance to
smoke,
this, okay.
there's
That's
no
where
way
we're
I'll
gonna go
make
in.
an
That's
8-hour
where they're gonna
live
try
stream
first.
if we're smoking and drinking and stuff like that.
And they
Like,
don't know.
there are multiple excavations of the ruins, so there are multiple entrances to the ruins, but some of them
Splitting it
are
up will keep
controlled
everyone
by,
from getting burned
different
out.
factions,
Breaks
like,
for you. That's what I think. I think
some
splitting
have
it
been
up is
abandoned
better.
because they collapsed, possibly.
I
Some of them
I
are
might
controlled
smoke a
by
little.
this
Or
outpost,
how
some
do
are
you
controlled
set
by,
up games? Is it on? Oh, we're talking about something else.
Empire
I'll stay
interests.
sober
And they no
for
longer know where we are.
4
or what
of
we're
it.
doing.
Right.
That makes
So-
sense, Jay.
Wait for them.
I feel like we'll need
A
to
full
see it.
Sunday.
Any
You're
of
like
the Essex men
Frodo,
that are
falling out
going to be a part of this are
at
going
the
to be
foot
dead
of
men.
Mount Doom.
So, cat and mouse is good, but we also need to see the entrance.
It's not
what's
that
after
we
the entrance,
can't,
and maybe
but
a
there's
little
no
bit
way
further into
anyone's
that,
going to
depending
want
on how
a
much time we
locked
have. If there
Patreon
is
hour
a
for that
terrain
last
that
2
suits
episodes.
an
Yeah,
ambush,
we'll probably won't.
we have to
Like
scope
for
it.
the last episode, there won't be a
also
Patreon hour
possible
probably.
we could collapse
For the
that
last
entrance
episode,
and
I'll
force them
probably
through the
just
main
do
one.
break for
Possibly.
break, like I was saying. We'll talk as it
There's
gets
no
closer.
main one. There's multiple.
We'll definitely
ones.
discuss
You know
it
what I
more
mean?
because we are
one that
still
everyone
2 months
knows.
away,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
I
Like
the
from this
ambush
point,
plan.
we're about 2 months
Ambush
away.
plan's not bad.
So it'll be like,
But you're right, we need to.
well, to
just
give you an
guessing
idea,
what
Star,
it's
somebody
to
was
come up.
asking where it
Can we go
falls.
now?
The moments
We
pop off
basically
their
will have
slabs, they'll know.
two,
Show our hand.
what is it, August, September, October?
There could actually
It'll
be
be
something
around
to collapsing the tunnel.
mid-November,
once
first
they're
week to
in,
mid-November, like
so that they
the,
can't
to the.
backtrack
I feel
the
like the
moment they set the
finale
trap.
will be watching it around the beginning
Or
to the
as they're
middle of
coming in.
November.
And
is
that
when
could
we'll
be
actually
something
be
that we have
finishing
Essex
all of
men
this.
do
So
from the
right before
outside. They
Thanksgiving.
Just watch, let them go in, give it a moment,
We'll
blast
be
the
all
tunnel,
wrapped up
then
with this
hopefully
by Thanksgiving.
spring their
By
trap.
Thanksgiving, we'll be
to
wrapped
see it.
up. We'll
need
be
to
on to
see it.
something something new.
Yeah.
I got some thoughts.
We
there
might still
before
be
them.
watching Vox Machina.
Is there any reason for us to stay here, or should we go right now?
We should let
Go right now.
Essik know that.
Oh, there's a knock
is
at
it?
the door, everybody.
It's Essik.
Essik is
come
here.
here.
Come on in.
Come into your
Wait, we're naked.
We're all
The door
naked,
opens,
giant
stops.
group orgy,
And
Essik.
slowly opens.
Don't forget, Essik did chill in a hot tub with us.
The door
We
opens
had
and starts going
hot
on its
tub
own. You
hangouts
see he's
with
wearing
Essik.
like his heavy cloak with like the kind of like heavy fur trimmer on the side for the cold weather.
If we
He
watch
has
them all
a
week by
pouch
week
kind of over
right
his shoulder
now,
tucked
it would be
underneath.
November
He
8th.
has
Okay.
I
was going to say,
an
it
orb that's kind
feels
of
to me like
affixed
it'd be the first
to
or
his side
second
that he
week in
kind of just
November.
lifts up
But
and
I'm thinking
drifts
if
above
we
his
split
hand,
the final episode,
and you
we
watch
would
as it
be
kind of
wrapped
warms
up
a bit
by
and kind of creates this radius of
mid-November
warmth around.
before Thanksgiving.
I have what I need. Are you all ready to go?
I think so.
As
I
ready as we're going
think
to be.
so. 5 minutes
right.
left, everybody. 12
decided.
likes away. I don't know if we're going to make it.
Yes,
It doesn't
Essek, we
look
are going
good.
to stick with you.
I think everyone extended all their
feel we can
accounts to the
trust you
max.
more.
12
my old
likes.
teacher.
5 minutes
Also,
left.
that guy, he can't float.
The other guy, he
You're
can't
not alone.
float. Yeah.
You see, like, when
You
you
are
say
the man, Essek.
the word trust, it's simultaneously like
Essek,
seeing like a small
Not
hit of a
counting
heart
our group. Not counting the
and
main
whatever
people right here in front of
icy
us.
bit that cracks
Essek
kinda
is
melts
easy
away
top
from
10
it. Like, there's
of
a
the
moment
entire
him
campaign for
hearing the
me.
word and
See,
letting it
if we split
wash
them, we'll be
over
able to
him
have
almost.
talks like that, like top 10s and stuff like this. I want to do stuff like that. We might even have a separate live stream the week after just to discuss our afterthoughts once I soak it all
I'm
in.
thankful for the trust you put in me.
And then we'll discuss what to do from there. Maybe that's what we'll do.
I
We'll have a
hope to
live stream to discuss the future
make
and the
this
past.
Up to you. Anyway, I'm glad that such discussions.
Jay has
shall be had.
convinced me, as have you. Okay,
Essek,
sounds
do you
good.
still have men stationed at that entrance that we told you about before we
Will
left?
you
I
chaps
have
teach
7
me
men
not
and,
being a dick, being
that's
serious?
Dagon.
Sean M
Oh,
is
cool.
in. Sean M wants to
Can
learn
do
and
they have the
wants to
ability to
get better.
communicate with you
I dig
telepathically
it.
or
D&D.
send a message?
No, but I can send them a message.
When was the last time you checked in with them?
That would be this morning.
All right.
Oh, great. Everything
Essek
okay?
checked in.
So far, so good, yes.
All right.
They're growing a bit bored up there, but, you know, that's part of the job.
Essek checked
If
in,
there's
and
any
all
danger,
is
there's no way of
well.
them reaching out to you, though.
Unfortunately,
If you're jumping in like the video, we're 11 likes away. We have 4
These men,
minutes.
Are they fighters? Do they have arcane abilities as well?
I've seen us
they
do
are
it, so
not.
like honestly,
based
part
on
of me is
specifically
like
what
it'll
you told
probably
me,
happen.
They are trained
But,
rangers,
I don't know.
combatants, individuals that are now ready to use the environment to their advantage.
Okay, they're good at hiding.
Yeah.
They are
good at
extremely good at hiding.
Okay,
Have
that's
they
good.
been hiding while they
I'm
patrol
still
this, or have they been openly
pro
standing guard?
raw dogging.
I would assume they have been.
When a
hiding,
hot
because they're
boy
special.
knocks on your door,
Hiding by physical means.
Oh, I really
blending
need
into
to
their
do
environment, not
Yes.
using.
a faux
Good.
battle
That
in
might help.
the Discord. I don't care how many people or
Doing it, I
how
don't think
or
you're very
what
good at seeing.
builds anymore. I need to practice
do
a
have a
couple
means
monster
of
stats capabilities.
communicating in
Do
an
you think you'll
emergency.
do
That
the
would be-
reunion episodes right
Yes.
away or after a while? The
a
live
fair
show
sense,
is
but
part of
since they are
C3.
not practitioners,
They're
in
a
magic,
sort
they
of
do not have
epilogue
that.
standalone. M. Gormley,
How-
if there
how far
are
away is the
reunions and
entrance?
stuff, and I could
That's,
watch them without
that's a part of
spoiling
the day's
other
job.
things,
Oh, okay.
I will watch them immediately. How does that
We'll see
work?
how the weather holds up, but we hope to.
Do the reunions spoil
march on,
other
a heavy
campaigns that
march,
I
we
will possibly
arrive
watch?
by or just past sundown. Otherwise, we
If
will
it's
make camp
Vox
and then arrive first thing in the
Machina,
morning.
Okay, let's go.
I,
Then.
I will. Yeah,
I
I mean,
one more rest before anything happens.
honestly,
so that's
just,
good.
I guess that question is good enough.
All right.
If you win, do you become
29.
king? What's the prize? You win the satisfaction,
Almost fulfilling your
Sean,
number.
of being
Dagon
glorious
drifts out
at life.
into the cold.
As
open air
Essek
of the
drifts
day.
off, I think. See, I think we're ending
Dagon
it.
makes 9 bit.
Yeah, he does.
Dagon makes 9. Dagon
As
makes
you
9.
step out, you can see the guard that has been stationed within this outpost has been doubled since your arrival. Likely placed at the knowledge of Trent's possible arrival. But they all see you off,
All right,
giving a respectful
seeing us off.
chest and hand bow towards Essek and you as you make your way beyond the outpost and back onto the
So we
familiar
had to make a
white,
choice finally,
snow-covered
and
icy plains
that's the way I would have
of the
went.
valley, cresting into the bowl that is the ruin
Of Aor, the ruin of
We'll pick it
Aor.
from there next week.
We're going into Aor. Right now, I cannot believe it. We're about to walk into Aor and we didn't get 50 likes. How did we not get 50 likes? We're going into Aor. We're going to let Matt say goodnight. We are 10 likes away. 10 likes away.
Look at that little
If you're
war
jumping in the
criminal.
chat, we are 10 likes away from possibly
Okay,
walking
guys.
into a freaking city of Aor.
handed over
How
the most precious
are we not
object
able to
in
do
our
this?
country's
How is this
possession.
happening in our
Yeah,
lives
who
right now?
hasn't committed?
I'm gonna set it up.
crime?
I'm gonna do the episode. I'm gonna see
treason.
what the schedule looks
Patch
like.
siren aside.
Then, if we're closer, maybe I'll go
Some,
take a
like,
pee break and I'll check
northern
the
crater heading
likes
into the
again.
final dungeon.
But we'll see once Matt says goodnight.
All right.
But
all right.
Aor
We'll pick
is
up from there
coming.
next week. Thank you all so much for joining us. We love you very much. And
We love you very much too, Matt. Don't we all?
Good night.
Love Matt Murray. Ah. Oh, what did I just click? I don't even know what I clicked. Oh, I clicked Critical Role. I am now part of their world, like the Little Mermaid.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, it's a short one, everybody.
Critical Role, where a bunch of us.
It is a short one. I'm not kidding you. I thought out of the corner of my eye, I saw it, and I thought it was I thought it said 5 hours and 30 minutes, and I was like, damn, this next one's gonna be huge. But it's called Aor. It's called Aor. Thanks for noticing me. That's what it's called. Look at the title, Aor. Thanks for noticing me. Anyway, horrible dad joke kind of that I just told. Whoa, why are we jumping right in? Look, this is the earliest I've ever seen. Most replayed. Why is this the most replayed in the beginning? That's crazy to me. That is the most replayed part of the entire... Oh, I guess because it's the beginning. So people must play it and then skip ahead. All right, it's got to be something like that. Not is he holds onto the doorknob. Not is he holds... Hey, Jay, you want to do something fun and music related for a second? I very doubt you'll get hit by copyright. I don't think anyone else has. Star, fire it at me. Ready? We're going to hear music. I'm just going to keep liking the video, everybody. I'm going to set up the time. We're going to talk. We're going to take a pee break. We're 9 likes away. We're single digits away. 9 likes. So I'm going to get us set up. If we get to 50 by the time I take the bathroom break, if not, I'm just going to jump into the reaction to the trailer. I'll put the link in the Discord.
So, last we left off.
Let's hear what Michael, let's hear what
after
Michael has to say. Let's hear what
setting your
Matt
affairs
has to
outside
say.
of Islecross into a comfortable place, you gathered yourselves to make your way northward once more. The brief goodbye to the Clays and the Blooming
If
Grove.
Essik holds on to the doorknob, he could hold his levitating ass
for
in
Yasha,
place.
in the name of the Storm Lord, in which you have
Is Matt doing a hell of a
fully
recap?
embraced your mission, Sunken Ruin.
Aor's Sunken Ruin. Here we go.
You're trekking through the snow,
I'm
crunching beneath
going to
your
let
boots.
Matt finish this off.
Everything at your side, you have a number of hours of travel.
We are
And
9
even
likes
just a
away.
short distance out into it,
I think
Essek
we've
looks back
extended
and,
every option.
glancing at the horizon towards the space you're headed. We are kind of out in the open, in a very clear day, against the white of the snow.
I'm
If
going to
there was
let him
somewhere
play
we
it
could
out.
be a little more, not a beacon for dangerous creatures to find us. I could try and give us a form like the Rangers of the outpost, with white cloaks to maybe blend in a bit, unless you have some other things to help with.
Alpine look?
I mean, I'm already wearing white, but
I'm trying to pause it.
Fair enough.
I understand if you want to make everyone else do the same.
There we go. 1040. My God. I was like, why isn't they giving me a chance? Who's that? The knocking was Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy, I'm coming. Michael is coming. 9 likes away. All right, here's the deal, everybody. If you're jumping in or anybody has family or friends, they can radio right now for likes. We need 9 more. I am going to watch this probably anyway. So 1040. I'm going to set the clock. I'm going to have positive attitude and assume that we're going to get there. But I'm going to put 1040 on the clock. I'm going to set the clock. I'm going to go get some ice and then pee and come back. So if we get 9 more likes, we'll do it. But before I leave, I just want to see if we don't, where's the break here? The break is at 1:47, like right around 1:47, minus the 10 minutes to start 1:37. So with the hour, there'll be an hour, there'll be 37 minutes for YouTube. Then the break ends at 2:10 and goes to 3:40. So that's only 210 to 340. That's only an hour and a half. So I'll probably do like a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video and add the rest. Unless we get to 50 likes. If we don't get to 50 likes, then we'll add the rest to next week. So either way, we'll probably add the majority to next week. We might have a little extra of a YouTube video if we don't. But I just figured I'll give the option. We're 8 likes away. 8 likes away. I'll be back in like less than 5 minutes, but maybe we'll get to 50 likes because of the pee break and people wanting to know. Maybe I'll even play music. What are we at? 10:40? We know it's 10:40, so I'm going to play the beginning for everybody.
Announcements to get through before we jump into our
We're going to
game
play the
tonight,
announcements for
beginning
everybody
with
while
our
I
first
take the
sponsor,
pee break.
Skillshare.
So we'll be right back.
This
Let's see
episode
what
is
happens.
sponsored by our friends at Skillshare, an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Skillshare offers classes designed for real life and all the circumstances that come with it, including graphic design, creative writing, and music. With memberships starting as low as $10 a month with an annual subscription, Skillshare is a great way to learn and explore classes and unlock your creativity for social good. As a special offer for our audience, the first 1,000 creators to join Skillshare by following this link, skl.sh/critical role 01211.
Yep.
Maybe a bit.ly one next time. We'll get a free trial of premium membership. Now, I was given a free trial, and I signed up for a class called Caring for Your Houseplants. And I learned a lot. For instance, did you know that your plants will grow healthier and fuller if you talk to them? Here, I'll demonstrate. Oh, hello, Janelle. Your leaves are looking fantastic today. Full and green. You know, you really brighten my day.
Oh, why, thank you, Sam. That new haircut ain't half bad either, cutie pie.
Oh. Well, you noticed, Janelle?
I mean, I sit at your desk all day. Now I got something handsome to stare at.
Oh. Well then, if you're open to it, I could spend some more time tilling that soil.
Oh, you want to repot me? We could pour a glass of worm compost tea and germinate.
Oh.
Janelle, what the hell are you doing?
Steve! I thought you were still at the office.
Who is this grasshole? Is he mulching with you?
Whoa, Janelle, what is this fern talking about?
This Fern is her husband, you filthy hoser!
Dude, I had no idea. Really, I am so sorry. We were just...
I know what you were doing. And now your salad days are over.
Baby, please, he means nothing to me. He's small potatoes. He doesn't even photosynthesize.
That's it, you bastard. You're gonna reap what you sow. I'm gonna amend the soil with your dead body. You heard me. Get over here so I can get... No, wait, what are you doing? Get your green thumb off my stem, you scumbag. Hey, if I ever...
So there. You just talk to plants. And that's how it goes. So go check out Skillshare today, everybody.
I don't think we're going to make it. Oh, Jesus, that scared the
That's it.
friggin' shit out of me. I forgot I put them on. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, it doesn't look like we're going to hit it, everybody. So I'm going to immediately jump in to the trailer. I'm going to go right into the trailer. I'm going to start this at 10:40. Honestly, it's probably better because this is a really short episode. I didn't realize it was short. I was thinking it was long, and if it was long, it would have made more sense to get some done in this live stream. But if I just add 30 minutes, the next one will be 2 hours, and we'll still have like a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video. So everybody, clever name I made, Sean, M, Emily, Mary, Amelia, I just said clever, Star, Tealbird, Lisa Pocky, the Do JB, and Michael, my moderators, Amy France and David France, Little Paramonster, Chimiki Pero, I think I just said Tealbird, Vero G, Colvin, Ninja Master, even though I don't think you popped in, you might have, and I missed you, M. Gormley, my good friend Neil, who is at a wedding. I hope you enjoyed your wedding, my friend. Shane Barron, I saw. Who else am I forgetting? Aura was here. Forrest the Runner. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. I think I got everybody for the most part that was in the chat. If I missed you, Colvin, Amy, David, I think I named everybody. If I missed you, you know I love you. But if not,